What's good with it? Black Goose TV family, double salute. We here once again. I got my boy Zen in the building. We on the Fluence and Zen type of time, Zen influence type of time. It's been a long time, but we back
Yeet.
again. So don't even worry. What's good with it, Zen, man? How you feeling, dog? What's happening with it, man?
Hey man, what's the deal with y'all, man? We in this joint, man. It's been a minute. It's been about probably a week, maybe a little more than a week, but it's all good though. You feel me? We in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Episode 58 on the road to 60. You know what I'm saying?
We
Yeah,
moving,
man.
we grooving. You know what I'm saying? Never losing. Always taking the W, regardless of that, man. We happy to be here. We happy to be back. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Black Goose family once again. You know what I'm saying? If y'all come up in here, man, show some love. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Notification gang. Comment. All that good stuff. But yeah, you already know the vibes. You already know what type of time we on. We appreciate you as always. We back here again. We got some topics to get into. A lot of things that we want to talk about. But as always, man, before we do get into those topics, especially since we're on the NBA side of the game tonight, which I can't wait to talk about. I am very excited for the season starting back up. So I can't wait to get in this discussion with you. But we got to, do unusual, typical fashion when it comes to influences, ends, and influence. You feel me? How was your day, dog? Rated out of 5. Let me know. And anything else you want to recap since the last time we've been here, man, go ahead. Feel free to.
I'll recap. I feel like we both should recap like maybe our weeks because we haven't really been we haven't done one in a minute. So like, I don't know what day in the week from last week you want to start from up here, but I'm gonna start from last Thursday. You know what I'm saying? It's been like an on thing for the last 3 weeks. Well, it's a new week. So the last 3 weeks, man, I just been getting threatened for no reason. Like, when I mean for no reason, like I've been getting like over basketball, bro. Like it's been crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
clarify that. I'm thinking, nigga, you just walking down the street, niggas just threatening you. I'm like, nigga, what's going on? I know they say it's bad out there in LA, but I didn't know it was that bad, nigga.
yeah, like what's it called? So I just kind of like try to mosey on from the first 2 instances and to go to the last Thursday. But the first week I was in the gym. This one dude was on my team. We ended up losing or whatever. So I ended up getting on another team, and then we ended up playing. And I shoot a shot, and then he say some shit like, "You believe in that jumper?" or whatever, trying to basically say my shit broke. I'm like, bro, like don't even start talking, bro. Like you haven't even done nothing, whatever. Woo woo. Long story short, I go on and end up gaming him. We went like 3 games in a row. He can't get a win, but the whole time he's just talking to me for no reason. So afterwards, he trying to come up and shake me up. I'm like, bro, I would shake you up, but instead of giving somebody respect and be like, nah, bro, you actually are pretty good. Like, I respect what you're doing. He like, but you're not good. So why would I say that? And I'm like, see, exactly. That's why I'm not going to shake you up. Like, cause long story short, he gets to talking about he's from New York, New Jersey, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody had said something like, woo, woo, woo. And then he was like,
He hit
yeah.
you. I'm sorry, I had to say this. He hit you with the I ain't no Santa Clarita, Nick.
Basically, he's like, I'm from
All
Newark,
right,
New Jersey.
okay.
You stupid, dog. Niggas don't know about that. But basically, long story short, he basically like, oh no, that nigga, he couldn't live in Newark, New Jersey, boy. We'd have been aired him out. I was like, air me out, bro. Like, what are you talking about, dog? You know what I'm
Was
saying?
crazy. How old is this young fella? Is he a
He
young
was
guy?
33, bro.
Jesus. Oh man. If it was a young fella, I'd be like, man, look, he's still young. He doesn't know there's a life out there to live. Oh man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, he's 33. And then I basically was like, look, bro, you know what's sad? You would never tell a white person that you would just air somebody out, especially over no basketball. When I tell you, Flu, he was silent for 5 seconds, bro. He didn't even say nothing, bro. He was like,
Then he rethought his whole life in that like 5-10 seconds. He was like, damn, he right. I'm going to work tomorrow. Like if he would have called my boss, I'd be fired.
bro, I'm
That nigga
telling you, bro.
rethought
I'm
the
like, if
whole.
your boss right now was to say something to you, not gonna tell you like, hey, bro, I'll air you out. You wouldn't tell him nothing like that, bro.
Hey, not even as in if you would have been like, I'm gonna find out who you work for. I'm gonna call up your boss and I'm gonna tell him how you spoke to me. Think about how is it like? Like not only would he not say that to his boss, but how do you think he would have felt about his boss finding out that he said that to someone in a casual game of basketball?
Exactly. So anyway, he threatened me, whatever. I basically read him off. He kept trying to talk after. I said, bro, you're done. You canceled in my book. I don't need to hear nothing else from you. You have a good day. And I just walked away. You feel me? Went about my day. Next week, We go to the gym. It's this like little dude.
Real quick, and I don't mean to interrupt you. You do the same thing if you hear anything, but I'm like, this is just so interesting to me because I'm like, I hate, especially like if you younger, I understand it, but at an older age, I never understand when you live in a whole entire different city that you most likely moved to. Now, if you went there, I'm assuming it wasn't because of basketball because he's 33. So I'm assuming he moved to the area that he's living in. And how you gonna threaten another man who lives in the same area saying if you was where I was, you get aired out? Like that doesn't even make any sense. There's no relevancy to that. You moved away from that area. So how are you gonna utilize that? I'm like, you didn't even want to stay there. So how you gonna threaten me with a place that you didn't even want to stay? But yeah, go ahead. My bad. I never understand that. Like younger, I get it. Younger, I can understand that. You know what I'm saying, that argument. But when you older, it's like
you
bro,
7 years older than me. I'm like, bro, you damn near a decade older than me. And you're talking like this.
It don't even. It's like it don't make you tough, bro. None of that makes you tough.
That's why I was confused. I'm like, bro, we're playing basketball. Like, I was good until you started saying something first. Like, I'm not gonna just let you sit here and get to talking crazy to me. I'm gonna respond to you, and I'm gonna show you with my play also. Like, you feel me? I can do both. Some people can't talk and play. You know what I mean?
Even in my head, I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whenever, like now, when I think about like the threat of like, you want to be able to survive, you know, so and so, it's like, well, nigga, you probably right, but I also would never want to live there. So it's like,
and you adapt to your environment. If I was to live and grew up in New York, I would adapt.
I
I
had
know
no
people.
choice.
Yeah, I know people. I would expand. I would, move to my environment. You acting like I would go to another city like you and get the popping off, like, and just get to talking crazy, like, yeah, nigga, y'all was in Cali, nigga. Y'all niggas would have been got out, and got pressed. Like, nigga, them niggas would have been probably got on my ass right then and there. Like, nigga, what?
That ain't true, nigga. That ain't true, because you could have told that nigga, man, I've traveled. So
I could have told that nigga.
And
a lot
I
of
ain't
stuff.
been. Yeah, I know, my bad. But go ahead, finish. I interrupt. Go ahead.
You good? So next week, this like little dude from New York, and he has like a common thing. Wherever gym he goes to, he gets into it with somebody somehow. Like it's undeniable, bro. Like he always does it. So basically, long story short, you remember Donovan, right? From Silverado, light skinned dude. Yeah. So anyway, so we at the gym, we hooping whatever.
With the bounce.
Yeah, with the bounce. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I always remember when he did the dunk contest. I think his girl was pregnant, or he decided to propose to his girl. It was one of the two. And he had the cape. And he came out. That shit was cold. He won it, by the way. Yeah, that was cold. I always remember that.
Yeah, so we hooping, and basically this little nigga get into him, they talking whatever. So Donovan's like, look, bro, I don't got too much more words than you. You talking like you're not trying to play basketball anymore. So if that's the case, I don't have a problem going outside and handling whatever issues you got. So long story short, we hoop. It doesn't really last too long. They go outside, they square.
That's not
up.
fake, by the way. That nigga, yeah, growing up, that nigga had his problem.
No, that nigga Donovan got hands. But anyway. So they go outside, they square up, but it's like the little dude kept saying, like, you just sitting here trying to counterpunch me, rush me right now. He's like, bro, you're littler than me. Like, I'm not trying to rush you, bro. I'm trying to just catch a real square fade with you. Like, but you keep backing up every time I approach you. It's like, stand right here. So basically, the little dude keeps trying to grab and trying to slam Donovan. Donovan's just, whatever. So this lasts about 20 minutes, bro. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, it's a waste of time. So long story
20 minutes. These niggas should be in a boxing ring or MMA. That's a long ass time. Well, that's not regular cardio for a street fight, nigga.
Because it was a lot of squaring up, and then they grappled, and they like the people.
But that's still a lot of energy. If I was you, Zen, I'd be like, look, I know y'all don't like each other, but y'all ever thought about joining an MMA gym or boxing gym? Because that's impressive. I'm telling you, that's impressive, bro.
Well, I say this: Donovan wasn't tired, but the little dude, he was huffing and puffing, but he kept talking.
But he made it through. You know what I'm saying?
But it wasn't the fight you thinking, or they wasn't going.
I've seen some terrible fights, and you want to talk about? I'm not even talking about professional level. I'm talking about amateur level. Fights are terrible. There's dudes in there. He's like, you trained. So I'm like, the fact that they was able to even do that, even if it looked terrible, even if they wasn't going crazy, the fact that the whole time there was animosity. There was a goal of like, if you rush in, I want to hurt you. If I come forward, you're going to hurt me. We don't got no love for each other. And they did that for close to 20 minutes. I'm telling you, man, if I was there, I'd have been like, y'all need to get into a gym, man. Y'all can make some money, especially now, both y'all black. I'm telling y'all, I'm not trying. Anyways, go ahead. But that's impressive.
Yeah,
That's
so
my
long.
personal opinion.
So they was talking, and like the little dude's brother, he was talking to the other homie, crazy, calling him. Oh, bro, I'm telling you, Flu. I heard the B word over 200 times in that span. He was just calling, and then but when I tell you calmness, bro, Donovan was so calm, bro. Like they calling him out his name, crazy. He said, "I'm not worried about any of that. I told you to let's square up, let's fight. That's what I'm trying to do. If you're not trying to do that, I'm not really worried about what you're trying to call me because I'm right here." You feel me?
Niggas different, man. We grown.
I'm telling you, bro, he was so calm, bro. And then the other homie was calm too. The little dude kept his brother kept saying, "I'll break your jaw," and he just flinching. So long story short,
None of that matters though. Like, nigga, if you gonna break my jaw, I would be waking up in a hospital right now if that was your intentions. Because you want to tell me about it. You would have done it already. I'd have been. Wait, what happened? He broke your jaw, dog.
But I'm telling you, so Terrell, right? You remember Terrell, right? Yeah. So Terrell had commented because I had posted a little video like, bro, these dudes don't know like Donovan really with all that smoke, whatever, right? And so Terrell commented, he was like, man, tell Donovan to stop playing with his ass and give him that work. And so I showed Donovan, he's like, yeah, he already know the deal. And so the little nigga was like, what? What did you just show him? And so when I tell you he ran around it, because it was like a van in between us, he ran around the whole van and walked up on me. He was like, bro, you seen me play in other gyms and you act like you don't know us. And he just started turning up on me. I'm like, what the hell? And then he was like, what'd you just show him? I'm like, bro, nothing I showed him had nothing to do with you, bro. Like, calm down, bro. He's like, what did you show him? He was like, and then Donovan's like, bro, what is you tripping on? Like, what he's like, if he got video of me, I want to know. He was like, if he do, what you gonna do? He's like, I'll smack the shit out of him right now. I said, what you gonna do, bro? You gonna do what? I said, bro, I haven't even said nothing to you all day. Why are you threatening me, bro? Your fade is over there. And so as soon as he said that, Donovan grabbed me like, nah, Chan, come here. Like, nah, he ain't gonna do nothing, Chan. He ain't gonna do nothing. Don't even worry about. I'm like, I'm not worried. I'm just like confused. Like, what he coming over here threatening me for? And I didn't even do nothing to him. Like, I didn't say nothing to him the whole time, bro. But I guess he was mad or something just because his insecurity and his little man syndrome thought I was showing something about him. I'm like, this dude is crazy. That's threat number 2. Threat number 3 was last Thursday.
Wait, hold up. This is in the span of a week?
This is 3 weeks, bro. Each week.
So each week you got a third, man. Maybe you got to find a different place to hoop at, Nick.
Bro, the last 2 places I hoop, bro. The first place was in Altadena, and the last place I'm gonna tell you was in Walnut, over there by the Asian.
So it's different places.
All these are different places, bro.
Niggas is taking the game of basketball too serious. Like, do y'all know the game has changed? It's not as physical as it is anymore,
bro. I'm telling you. So this last time, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm taking all this time, but this last time, so we playing against this one dude I know. Because we play at this one gym on every Sunday, right? So like I'm cool with him, whatever. He oh, what's good, bro? So I know him, whatever, bro. Long story short, my team does dumb shit to make us really lose the game. The dude I know, he ends up hitting the game winner, like because I was guarding him, he pushed me off, but the ref didn't see it. So when I try to recover, I jumped, he pump fake, and as he pump fake, he just moved a little bit and just threw the ball up, and the ball, and it went in. When the game was over, this dude, one of his teammates came over and was like, yeah, you sorry ass B. You trash as fuck. I was like, what, bro? But he's in my face though. Like they just won and he's coming up talking to me. I was like, bro, get the hell out of my face. So I push him, right? When I push him, he tried to like square up like he was gonna do something. And his teammate like held him back. I'm like, bro, I'm not worried about him. So I go sit down, mind my business, right? So the dude that hit the game winner, he eventually comes up to me. He's like, bro, you know the ball was coming to me. I'm like, I know, bro. Like, good shot, bro. And I was just like, and then the other dude that just talked crazy to me, he tried to come and shake me up. I was like, bro, I'm not going to shake your hand, bro. You were just talking crazy. He's like, I'll break your jaw right now and knock you out. I said, what, bro? You going to do what? I
hate you use that verbiage because that made me think. Yeah.
Bro, that's what he said, I'll break your jaw right now.
You probably don't even know what I'm referring to.
I can't think right now.
All right, go ahead.
You'll tell me. But, and I was like, bro, get out my face before I hurt you. He was like, what? I said, bro, just get out my face before I hurt you, bro. Like, I'm not talking with you or nothing like that. I'm like, you could think what you gonna think. I'm not, you feel me? Because I'm already mad we lost, but I'm not that mad to where like, I don't want to fight. I'm mad that you came up to me, disrespecting me, and then trying to come up to me, shake me up, and then say you're going to break my jaw and knock me out. And so I tell the dude, I'm like, hey, yo, man, bro, come get your boys, right? So he come on, he like, what's going on? What's going on? Like, now that's the homie. Like, chill out. You feel me? Like, he trying to de-escalate. but them dudes are still going up. And then one of the other dudes, like the bigger dude on the team, he threatened my teammate talking about, I'll kill this nigga right now. I was like, bro, what is going on in here, bro? Like, y'all just won the game and y'all sitting here trying to threaten us.
How old is this nigga, man? Niggas don't got nothing to live for, man.
Bro,
What
they
you
was
talking
like
about?
30, bro.
You finna lose your whole life over a game that you ain't getting paid for, nigga?
Bro, I don't know what's going on, Flu. I swear to you, bro.
I would be like, hey, nigga, you got to go to work tomorrow, nigga. What if I record this conversation and send it to your coworker? You act real different.
Flu is hilarious. He just keep
What's wrong
talking
with
about
you?
the jobs, bro. Like, let me send it to your boss right now.
Because these
Let's see
niggas in
what's
their
going on.
30s, ain't no way they ain't working a job. So I'm like, nigga, like, y'all talking crazy. They taking all the frustration out on the court that they want to say to their boss, nigga. It's all coming out.
And it's coming to me. I really don't get it, Flu, like 3 weeks in a row. So I'm thinking like, so long story short, I haven't hooped since that day. Not because I didn't want to hoop, but because I had to go get to this money. So I was locked in on getting to this money. So your boy got, I ain't gonna lie, the check looked nice too. So I ended up getting a good little, money grab. And I got to wake up tomorrow and the next day to get the extra bonus I need to get. And then the money really gonna look good. But long story short, my week was good. Even though I was threatened, I reevaluated and I thought to myself that young man, because he said I was sorry and I had like 30 and he only had 4. So I was like, okay, this young man is trying to project his insecurities on me and whatever he's going through in his life. Him telling me I'm sorry was going to give him the satisfaction.
That's a crazy statement, nigga. He was like, he thought I was sorry. I had 30, this nigga had 4. Nigga,
bro, it gets even worse, bro. I don't even know this nigga like that, bro. So on the league, in another league I play in, I had 50 and I got player of the week. This nigga comments on the thing and says, some other dude got robbed. There's no way this dude should have got player of the week. I'm like, is this the same dude from Thursday?
Oh, he a fan. He just a fan. He a fan.
Bro, must be, bro.
You need to say, you should comment back, be like, I appreciate you, bro. Keep supporting me. He a fan,
Flu
Nick.
is crazy.
I'm telling you, you should appreciate that, man. I appreciate you, my nigga.
Bro, and it was crazy because he was like, somebody would comment like he comment, the dude he tagged comment, he was like, dang, I keep getting snubbed, but I'm not gonna lie, 50 is crazy. He low-key deserved that. Like, he wasn't hating, he was like, nah, like 50 crazy. And the other dude was like, ask him what he did, ask him about last Thursday and what happened. I'm like, so this dude is really Twitter fingering on this gram right now.
Nah, man, he appreciates your game, man. I'm telling you. He don't know how to express it in respect, so it's in hate. But he really admire your game. He's like, damn, why am I not this good? That's what's going on. I'm telling you.
I was like, it was just crazy because I didn't expect. I'm thinking like, there's no way the dude from Thursday, I would see a comment on the same day. I'm like, that's crazy.
Tell you.
But anyway, today was great. I woke up, got to some money. I got grocery shopping done. I got me some good food. You know what I'm saying? Now we doing this. You feel me? Giving the people what they want. So all in all, last week, from even Thursday, even after that, even though I lost all that, from all that day, I would say that was about a 4.3, leading up to here. And today I'll give it like a 4.7 because I got a show to watch. I got some food. And we're going to get to this good podcast and these good topics, man. So can't complain, dog. I know I ran at y'all. I know y'all probably like, damn, nigga, I was long-winded, but
that was a good time. I enjoyed every second of it. That was a good time. And look, I just have one thing to say after all that. Look, I'm nearing toward the age. I know it. No, fuck it. I'm 30 already. So, all y'all 30-year-old niggas, man, y'all got to chill out. Y'all got to chill out, man. Y'all got to find a way to tunnel and direct your energy, from a hard, long, work day, and just put into something a little bit more productive, man. That's all I'm saying. It's like a lot of these niggas are taking out their frustrations at work. Like, I get it, hoop is the way you release, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, like, maybe that's not the best way to direct your anger. Get your energy out and hoop, and then your anger going, like, I don't know, hit the wall or something, man. I don't know. So
get a punching bag, bro. This heavy bag's on sale right now at Big Five. Y'all can go get some.
Cause y'all niggas is upset, and I get it, man. I understand. Like I said, I'm 30. I'm right there with y'all, but I'm like, there's better ways to relieve your energy. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all too old to be trying to throw away your life on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But Nah, I enjoyed every minute of it. It was a good time. Zen,
Yeah,
that's
man.
niggas is
That's
wild.
that's been going on with me, man. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to hoop. I have a game Thursday in that same league.
I'm gonna pray for you, nigga.
Yeah, it's crazy. Cause I told one of the homies, he was like, "Damn, bro, it sound like you needed me to roll up there with you." I'm like, I mean, I don't need no bodyguard. He's like, nah, not even for that. Like, they talking crazy. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, niggas is what I'm like, man. I didn't know niggas was putting so much energy into maybe losing their whole. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, man. Just try it for me. Just be like, when they start talking crazy, be like, if I filmed you right now and I sent this to your boss, would you continue this? And just see, because I'm just like,
I
these
told
niggas
Zeno,
talking crazy.
I told Zeno this. He was like, next time somebody do that to you, bro, just break out into prayer and start praying for him. Like, Lord, please help this young man and get through whatever demons he's going through.
Old man, nigga. Ain't no way you 33 doing some shit like that. Come on, man. I know you probably upset, but come on, man. He might have baby mama drama. Maybe next time you should just be like, when he says something, like someone say some foul shit, like kind of in the same essence of the prayer. But when they say some foul shit, just be like, look, man, what's really going on, dog? How can I help you, man? Like, there's something you want to talk about.
I'm here for you, dog.
Yeah, I'm here for you. And all this like, hey, man, my baby mama was hitting me with some shit. They just start breaking down the tears and shit.
Because like Flu, if I was like a hothead hooper that talks shit, like you feel me, all the time, like I would get why I'm getting the responses I'm getting. But you know, you
don't talk
like
none. Yeah.
I don't even talk. I just get the buckets and I get on. Like if you speak, we can get competitive, but I'm not initiating just talking to you. Like I'm just play my game, get my buckets, and just get on. So
that's what I'm telling you. They going through something respectfully. Hopefully they make it through. But nah, man, I enjoyed every minute of it. It was you had some interesting experiences in the last 3 weeks.
Bro, it's been crazy, bro. That's why I was like, let me get to this money, man. That's probably what God's telling me. Like, man, you run that.
Yeah, like, hold on, take a break from that.
You go get some money, man, so you can feel better.
I'm gonna pray for you for this game though, because I'm like,
and it's crazy. The team we playing, I think, is undefeated, and they call ISO game. So I don't know.
That's the team name.
Yeah,
ISO is what they called, and they have a different team name.
No, that's their name, ISO game.
All right, okay. Got a lot of Joe Johnsons on there. You know what I'm saying?
I guess they're gonna be all going 1-4 flat. The bad thing about it is I'm the only one that can really play defense on my team.
They gotta go zone.
Yeah, hopefully they don't got no jumpers.
But anyway, ain't no way all 4 of them is gonna have jumpers. At least 2 of them is gonna have real jumpers, and then the other person's gonna be on or off. Go zone, then.
Facts, you right.
All right, go ahead, my bad.
But no, go ahead. It's your turn now, man. I rated my day 4.7. You feel me? I got some good food waiting on me. I got a show. I don't know if you want like Atlanta or never, but Atlanta's pretty good. You heard about the show. You probably never got into it though.
No, but I respect it. A lot of people, say a lot of good things about it. So I don't have any disrespect for it to Atlanta. It's probably a great show. I will say this. Did you watch the last episode of Raising Kanan?
Did I? Okay. Oh my gosh, bro! This season is fire.
Best, hey man, so fire. One of the few shows just killing the first season. Not only killing it, but killing the entire universe. This is like I think this show is what he wanted BMF to be. BMF is a great show,
but you can't count BMF out because their second season still hasn't came out.
But there's no way you can top this.
It can though, because that daddy, the daddy in that show is great. You can't knock that daddy, boy.
Things. But okay, I'm not gonna get too far. So I'm gonna get through my day real quick, and then obviously we're gonna get into the topics as well because we don't want to take too long getting into the topics as well because we do have some things we want to talk about because there's a lot of things going on when it comes to the NBA coming up. I can't wait for this. I actually do hope real quick before I get into my days that with this current NBA season coming up, everything being in place, we're a little bit more active in covering NBA topics, NBA games, things like that. What I'm saying? I do want to implement that a little bit more into the channel. It's not really just me, but I know that's something Zen wanted to do for a long time, to an extent. But I do, I feel like now's the time, a good time. Amp up the channel. It's a good season to do it. And just, add a little bit more NBA content in this joint. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm going to just run through my day real quick. It was a solid day, regular day. Look, my days are the same for the most part. They're usually pretty boring. Unless how, I mix it up a little bit. But yeah, went to work, woke up, went to work. After work, went and did my workout. I actually went to go. This is a change up. This is some old man shit. I wanted to go to the gym. I was going to the gym. Another accident. There's so many accidents on this particular street. So I was caught up in traffic. It was pissing me off. You know when you go off Poplar to Perkins?
Yeah.
So you remember where that the sporter where I used to work at?
Mm-hmm.
So right off that Poplar to Perkins, there's been 3 accidents in the last month.
It's because people be coming out of their hell bent.
They be in a rush. And I'm like, why are you in such a rush? I don't understand. I'm like, we're not in LA, we're not California. I always remember when I was a younger brother, I was riding around, salute to Crayo. I haven't talked to him in a long time. A lot of people don't remember him. Know him, DJ. And I was riding with him, and you know, it was in our college days, my young days, under 23s. I remember, oh man, I feel like old nigga say this. But I remember he was driving at such a moderate pace, but a nigga behind him was just honking his horn, going crazy, and he just zoomed around and he just zoomed off. And I just always remember him saying, he's like, I don't understand why everybody's in such a rush. At the end of the day, you're gonna get there. So why are you in a rush to get there? Take your time. I was like, damn. Like at the time, like I said that, but I just kind of didn't leave it. But now I think about this shit every day because I be like,
DJ was ahead of his time. I tell you that, boy. He was ahead of his time. He was really tapped in with the universe.
With the yeah, man. He was a different individual, man. I do want. I know he's doing good, man. He was a very smart individual. He was different, man. I wish YouTube was popular at that time because he would be one of those guys right now with a cult following if YouTube was popular.
An entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? He had his own stuff. He didn't rely on other people.
Think about that though, because I don't want to get too much because I haven't talked to him in a long time. I would like to tap into him, but tap in with him to see what he's doing. But I'm like, if YouTube was around during that time, like there's a couple folks like that's one person I think of. I like he would be, you know, some of these, you know, when we talk about some of the big YouTubers, he would be one of those guys because of how we thought. You know, I also think of, you know, your cousin is another person who, you know what I'm saying, if he would have tapped into the YouTube world, he would have killed it. He would have killed it. So like I just think I was like, it's just very interesting to see. Like people think YouTube was around forever. It wasn't. It was not. Not in the way it is now. But yeah, so I don't know how I got sidetracked like that. But anyways, yeah, so went to work. Work was cool. After that, you know what I'm saying? I got into, you know, the accidents happened. That's how I got into it. You know, people being in a rush, things like that. Y'all be careful, man, because car accidents are real. Driving too fast is real. A lot of people don't realize it's actually a lot more dangerous to be in a car than, you know, to be in your house with your door unlocked. Or it's a lot more dangerous to be in a car than to be on an airplane. It's a lot more dangerous to be in your car, to be in the hood. It's a lot more. Car crashes are a very high cause of rates when it comes to people being injured or dying. So, man, just like if you got to be late to work, be late to work.
And I be defensive, bro. People be so oblivious, bro. Like today, bro, I almost got in a crash. I'm looking, and something in my spirit, I was like, he finna get over and not look. Sure enough, bro, he just got over. As soon as I seen, I said, I stayed right in my lane. But I'm thinking like, bro, he's so absent-minded. He didn't even look before he got over. He just got over like the world was supposed to just let him over. I'm like, wow, these dudes out here is crazy.
People I be realizing that because I'm like, I told you, you know what I'm saying? I'm teaching myself, I'm driving the manual, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm being a lot more careful on how I'm doing shit. And I'm just realizing, I'm really looking at shit. I be realizing, I'm like, man, people really be in a rush to get to where they got to go. And I've never, like, ever since I never was really before, you know, a lot of people, they get in the car with me. I drive slow. I never speed. I'm very just, I'm taking my time. So, and I get that from my pops. You know what I'm saying? I always just remember my pops telling me, like, just like, hey, look, man, like I'm trying to save the gas. I'm not trying to run this thing into the earth. So that's why I do it. So I do the same thing with this. I'm very, especially with me teaching myself to drive a manual. I'm not rushing anything. I'm taking my time. If I'm 15, 20 minutes late to work, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you ain't performing enough. No, I'm playing. But look, like I'm being very careful. I'm being right, but just seeing how in a rush people are, how quick they are to get somewhere, even when they're not trying to get somewhere, they're really just, you know what I'm saying, just driving to drive. It's just like, at the end of the day, be safe, y'all, man. Just be safe. Put the seatbelt on. If you're driving super fast, you know what I'm saying? If you're driving slow, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? If you drive moderate, it's up to you. But, you know, put the seatbelt off if you're driving fast and just, you know, just be careful because, you know, where I particularly live, the amount of car crashes I see is like, gosh,
there, man. We already been witnessed some of the worst driving.
It's 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 breathtaking to an extent. So anyway, so I was supposed to go to the gym. I wanted to do, weights, do my cardio plus the weights, but the car crash, all that traffic was crazy. So I diverted. I was like, I'm going to the park. So I ended up doing cardio today. After I was done with the cardio. By the way, it's getting late. Or it's
It's
turning,
getting dark
yeah,
late faster. Yeah,
yeah, a lot
fast.
faster. At least an hour. I remember I would be able to go out and run at like 6:45, and I could run all the way to about 8:15, 8:20. It wouldn't be dark till about 8:30. It's getting dark at 7 o'clock here now.
It's
So
getting dark out here like 6:45.
it's like, and remember they put into that new law, so no one's really talking about it. We'll see. They're not talking. Daylight savings is not supposedly a thing anymore.
They said this is
So
last year.
so this is last year. Okay.
Yeah, so the 6th of November is when they'll go back.
Okay, so that's 2 days. That's 2 days. So
No, November.
November. Okay, so that's 2 days in a month.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me go. I'm just gonna go do the run. I went to do the run. It was a good run, felt good, all that good stuff. Ended up going ahead, getting back to the crib. Came back to the crib, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everything was good at the crib, pay bills, you already know. It's the beginning of the month, so you gotta get all the shit out of the way. So
I already sent all my money in. I'm like, get all that in.
Got all that shit out the way. Did a little cleaning, had a good conversation with one of the close peoples. And then now we're here. So I had a good day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to recap my whole entire week because I do want to get into the topics, you feel me? Because I honestly really enjoyed a lot of what you were saying, Zen. So, with that being said, any week, and y'all know, I've been going live a lot. So y'all know how my week's been going. I've been good. I've been straight. Just keep plugging forward, staying positive, and shit's been good at the end of the day. So my day, if I were to rate it, I'm definitely going to give it a 4.2, 4.3. Out of 5, man. If you want me to be real, the way I'm feeling right now, probably like a 4.6. I'm feeling good. It's good. Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. It's crazy.
The week.
Thursday, we got Connor Ben versus, Chris Eubank Jr. this Saturday. Like, maybe I'm being a little hyped right now because I'm feeling good, but yeah, man, I'm not complaining that. So salute to people. We got Let's Talk About It in the building. He came in at the right time because we're finna get into topics.
Is it early or is it late?
It's gonna be early. It's gonna be early because it's in London. It's gonna be in the O2, I believe, I'm 100%, but it's definitely in London. So it's probably gonna be around the same time Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker was.
That's actually good because I think I was gonna go out and just go get some real good, quick little money on Saturday night. So that's good.
And let me say this too. The only thing that's gonna be happening Saturday night is Fedora, but I don't know if that's gonna be worth even going live for. So I know for the fact we're gonna do the Fluence Lounge for the Chris Eubank kind of Ben.
I'll be here.
But wait, I think, is there a UFC happening next weekend? That I don't know.
Nothing crazy. I'll check right now.
I'm not sure about that.
Crazy that I know. Hold on.
I know there is a UFC. I know the Axe-Para Israel Adesanya fight.
There's always a fight, but is it something that's like, ooh, I don't
to watch? Because
no.
I'm like Adesanya versus Perez.
The next fight is until the 15th, and we're not gonna be watching no UFC that day. Unless you want to, I'm not gonna be tapped in. It's Alexa Grasso.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the.
But the 15th, fight. You already know what the 15th is. We got bangers on those days.
Wilder, Haney is going crazy.
Clarissa Shields.
You see me? Yeah, it's going crazy. So we're gonna have a little break in between that time too. He said, when the fight Saturday, what time? We'll get you the specifics. I'm not gonna pull it up just yet, but Chris Eubank Jr. versus Connor Ben. Most likely they're walking. Their particular fight will happen around probably like 5 Central. Yeah, you good? I'm like, they'll probably happen around like 5 Central, which means it'll probably happen around like 6 Eastern, and then when it comes to Western time, probably like around like 3 o'clock or something like that. So, because I'm like, it's gonna be on the UK side of the game, so I'm not gonna be feeling no type of way about that. But salute to the people, man, for real. And I want to say this too, man. It's good, you know what I'm saying, to be back on the Fluence and Zen side of the game. We ain't done nothing in a minute, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate Let's Talk About coming up in here. Anybody else who happens to come up in here, man, make sure y'all drop something in the comment section so we know how y'all feeling. Anything you want to talk about, anything how you know what I'm saying, you want to discuss, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and drop it, man. We're going to acknowledge it. We're going to talk about it.
NBA is
Let's go
back, baby.
This is what we here for. I know we've got the boxing side of the game locked in, locked up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about Akon. You feel me? We ain't talking about. I was just discussing Akon got a whole new hairline. That shit look crazy. But The NBA is back, nigga. Talk about it. Go ahead, Zen. You know that's your that's your strong feel. Let me know, man. Like what's the first topic you want to talk about when it comes to NBA, man? What's up?
It's just crazy because I was watching the preseason. I saw Kawhi. He got his first bucket being back after his ACL. And then I saw Jamal Murray. He got his first bucket back after his ACL missing a year. Michael Porter Jr. came back. It just Zion. He got his dunk today. He went baseline slam some. So it's just crazy because it's like all these people that was been out for these past couple years are all back healthy. AD the other night he played. I don't know how I feel about his play, but
AD still look fragile.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just good to see hoops back. It's good to Jimmy got rid of his extensions. I seen that. He got rid of his hair. He had a wave cap on today. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's getting focused. I don't know.
Yeah, real quick, I just got a it's not a contract sign, but it's an addendum, so I'm happy. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but yeah, salute. Go ahead though. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Jimmy Butler's extension. Them things look crazy. Go ahead.
Well, they gone now. But anyway, we can
he already took them out.
Yeah, they gone. He had like a
that nigga was trolling, man. Go ahead.
But what's it called? If anything, let's get into the big three because after the big three, we can get into the final prediction. So I'm like, in the league right now, who do you feel like is the best big three? Because there's a lot. Back in the day, it was rare to see those, right? It was like you had one star, maybe another star, together. But, it was only really two people. The Boston Celtics really made it kind of back popular in a sense of having a big three. Because, back in the day, people don't want to talk about the 80s like the Boston Celtics and the Lakers. They had big threes. But nobody wants to talk about that. Or the Bulls having a big three with Rodman and Pippen. But nonetheless, Boston Celtics brought it back and made it, popular to a degree where it's like a must now. You have to have a big three. So we can go along the lines. I'll try to go with team by team and go through the big three. And I guess you can kind of just tell me maybe your top three. So, Philly, you got Joel Embiid, James Harden, Tobias Harris. Then you go on the Bucks. Then you got Middleton, Drew Holiday, Giannis.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be that guy, but that was very disrespectful in the first top three for the for the 76ers. It's definitely not Tobias Harris. It's Maxey. Go ahead.
But they're going to say Tobias, though. I'm going off with.
I don't care what they say. Tobias Harris is Maxey. Maxey's going to be
whatever.
Absolutely.
Okay. James Harden, Maxey, Joel Embiid. And then.
Okay. I'm like, you got to respect Max.
I'm not disrespecting him. I know he's a big part. I was just going off of what people are going to most likely say the big three is.
Anybody who's saying Tobias Harris is a more important piece than Maxey, they don't know basketball.
But what's it called? So it's Giannis, Middleton, Drew, and then you got on the Bulls, you got Zach LaVine, Vucevic, DeMar, and then did I miss a team? Maybe I should pull up the teams because that's a lot of teams to remember. Hold on.
You already did Denver, right?
Nah, I'm gonna go in order of like how it is. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna let him get in there.
Damn, why can't I get the pictures?
Because you didn't say Brooklyn either.
Nah, I ain't gone into all of them yet. Hold on. Give me a second. Man, let me just go to the app. They out here playing games with me. Standings. All right, so you got Boston. Too, by the way.
I was just telling them hit the like button, show some love, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Facts.
Hey, let's talk about it. He said I live in Philly and Maxey's over Tobias out this way. I told you, I'm telling you. I'm like, when I be seeing, and it's not even no bias type of thing. I'm like Maxey, like Tobias. He's never showed the potential that Maxey is showing. Tobias was expected to be the player he was, but better. Maxey,
I wasn't trying to, step on toes. All right, I'm gonna go off this list that I see in front of me. I'm gonna just go back. I'm gonna start over. So let's go. Atlanta Hawks, you got Jason Collins, Trae Young, DeJounte Murray. Then the the Charlotte Hornets, you got LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, and it was Miles Bridges, but I don't know if they're gonna come back. So I don't know who else they're gonna plug in for that. So I just leave it with those two for right now. And then the Chicago.
Well, some would say Terry Rozier.
No, I had Terry Rozier and LaMelo Ball, but I don't. The third one was supposed to be Miles Bridges, but
Okay. Well, they do have a third player there. I guess you
okay,
say
I'm gonna
Gordon
go off
Hayward.
this one. All right, so let's go. Chicago
Gordon
Bulls
Hayward.
okay. Gordon Hayward, there you go. So I'm gonna go off this list because it's the most.
That's a big
updated.
three technically. Gordon Hayward was an all-star.
Yeah. That's perfect. I forgot about Gordon. So let's go. I'm gonna go with this one. So the Chicago Bulls, I said DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic, Zach LaVine, and then the Bucks, you got Middleton, Drew Holiday, Giannis, and then Boston, you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Smart. I guess you could say Smart. Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't say Smart, that's disrespectful. Smart.
Yeah, he's
I don't care what the stats look like. Smart.
So then you got Golden State, you got Steph, Clay, I guess Draymond.
It had to be Draymond. That's disrespectful to say, I guess, Draymond, because if we're looking at Smart, how we're looking at him, we got to look at Draymond.
People might want to say Jordan Poole.
Superior. No. What? Poole has not done anything nearly what Draymond has done. I don't care how I feel about Draymond Green. Like that. Draymond, that's disrespectful.
All right, Draymond.
And I have a deep hate. I don't want to say hatred. I have a deep
dislike
for Draymond Green because Kalen Lucas was one of my favorite players. So go ahead.
And then the Atlanta Hawks, you got DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, Jason Collins.
Yeah,
Philly,
man,
you got Maxey.
A lot of people underestimating DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. That's going to be a hell of a lineup.
Now you got somebody that actually play defense on that guard, and he can just play that shoot. He could be that Steph role that Clay is for Steph.
But I'm not confident in Jason Collins as a third, even though he is that good. I don't think they want Jason Collins there. They tried to trade him multiple times, so
he there. So that's the three.
But that's unfortunate because I think they need to get rid of him because they've shown that they don't want him. They put him on the traded block multiple times. If I'm Collins, I'm like, y'all don't want me, nigga.
Excuse me. Go ahead. And then 6, you got Philly. So Philly, you got Maxey, James, Joel Embiid. Hornets, you got Terry Rozier, LaMelo, Gordon Hayward. Memphis, you got Ja, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson. I would say that's their big three.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Washington, you got Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, and then Spencer Dinwiddie.
I agree.
Okay, and then Lakers, Russ, AD, Bron.
I agree.
Pelicans, CJ, Zion, Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
For
probably the best 3 that we've named on paper, but will it work out?
With Zion, BI, and CJ?
It's not about that. I just think will it work out as far as just character.
Would you saying that's the best 3 I've named so far?
Talent wise, who the fuck is better than CJ, Zion, and Brandon Ingram? Other than maybe Ben Simmons, KD, and Kyrie on paper, those are probably the best 2 things that look great on paper. But
I don't know, bro.
That means it's not
never gonna sleep on my Lakers big 3, boy. But anyway,
fuck out of here.
Then the Timberwolves, you got Kyle Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards. And then New York, you got RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and I want to throw Derrick Rose in there, but they're not even going to start Derrick Rose. So I don't even know who they. Oh, I guess you could say Brunson. I guess Brunson would be their big 3.
It would be Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson.
It would be Brunson. Yeah.
And then Toronto, you got Powell Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and then I guess it would be
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes. Yep, there you go, Scotty. Yeah. And then Miami Heat, you got Jimmy, Bam, and Kyle Lowry. Would that be the big 3?
You telling me of all these big 3s, the only thing that's close is maybe the Denver Nuggets, but none of them are on the same level as goddamn,
CJ, BI, and Zion.
Yes, bro. BI, Zion, and CJ McCollum,
Bron, AD, and Russ. I'm not sleeping on them. I don't care. Those are 3 top 75 players of all time.
They're too old. I don't give a fuck. I'm like shit. They're too old. They're too old. Like Brandon Ingram is barely 20 this year. Brandon Ingram is barely 24. Zion is barely 20 years old. And like CJ is the oldest. He's like what, 29?
I think he's 30, 31.
Saying okay, well shit. CJ, he plays very non-physical. So I'm like, that's the great. That's the best.
It's a good
talent.
big 3. I'm not knocking
the best talent, bro. But I just don't think it's gonna work. Go ahead. If they still have Monty Williams, I'd be like, they're going crazy.
So it's in Miami, would you put Tyler Hero over Kyle Lowry, or would it be Kyle,
No.
Jimmy, and Bam?
Oh, in Miami. Oh, okay. Miami's some bullshit. Miami's overrated.
That's what it is, though.
Miami's still rating. They still riding off the LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh era. Honestly, yeah, I put Hero. It would be Hero, Jimmy Butler, and
Bam.
Bamba.
All right. And then Pacers, you got Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and then you got Talibert. I think that's his name.
Yeah, that's probably the worst big three right there.
Yeah, and then Utah, you got Colin Sexton, Laurie Marketing. Who else is there? Is it Rudy Gay? Jordan Clarkson. Yep, that'd be their big three. Denver, you got Joker, Joe.
Y'all gonna disrespect that particular big three, man. I have faith in Sexton. Like, I'm a Cleveland fan. Y'all see it over there. I'm a Cleveland fan, but I'm gonna be watching Utah Jazz. I'm like, Sexton's probably my new favorite player. LeBron was my guy. Now Sexton's probably my new favorite player.
There you go. So Nuggets, you got Joker, Jamal, and then Michael Porter Jr. The Cavs,
great. If they didn't have Michael Porter Jr., that's a great big three. I don't give a fuck who you put three. Jamal Murray and Joker, period. Amazing.
So that's better than the Pelicans?
I don't care who you put at that big three. Yes. Okay. But then when you put Michael Porter Jr., yeah, I don't want to see it.
All right.
Michael Porter Jr. stunts the growth of both Joker and Jamal Murray.
Cavs, you got Donovan Mitchell, Mobley, and Garland.
Yeah, it would have been better if it was Garland, Sexton, and Mobley. But I'm very much a fan of this big three. I will be watching a lot of those games.
Now
they're up there at least in the top 10 when it comes to big threes. That is an amazing big three.
Now I'm not gonna lie. San Antonio Spurs, I do not know who their guys are over there anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with San Antonio. They doing their thing.
We're gonna blank out on them. The Nets, you already know Ben, Kyrie, KD.
Right. That's probably the top. Like, they're right there. With the other team I was referring to as being the top talent.
And then Portland, you got Nurkic. Is that his name? Nurkic?
Yeah. Nurkic.
Dame Lillard, and then you got Jeremy Grant.
Oh, that's disrespectful to how do you say his name? Safari?
Oh, Franny Simmons?
Franny Simmons, yeah. He's definitely, it's not Jeremy Grant, it'll be Franny Simmons. He's gonna be
Jeremy Grant is an all-star.
Franny Simmons, he's going to be
he's a beast
in this league.
Okay, I mean,
that's very disrespectful. That's the case. Don't disrespect that young man.
Jeremy Grant had one of the
Don't disrespect that young man. Jeremy Grant. That's why I say I think Portland's going to be better than what people think because of that. But you can't put Grant over Simmons. Simmons, his future looks amazing.
All right,
Simmons, that boy looks like he's going to be solid.
Dame Lillard and Grant. I'm not putting Nurkic in there because Nurkic ain't done shit.
Okay, Simmons. Okay, that's okay. I can't argue that. Respectfully to Nurkic, though. Nurkic, you're a beast, but yeah, I can't argue that.
Suns, you got Chris Paul, Booker, DeAndre Ayton. It's the same. Kings, you got
no one to be there.
Kings, you got Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, and is Harrison Barnes still there? If it's Harrison Barnes,
I think he is. Harrison Barnes is there. They got Malik Monk now.
But Harrison Barnes is over him. Yeah.
Trash.
Detroit Pistons, it'd probably be Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham, and Marvin Bagley. I think that'd be their big three. Okay. And in the Magic, you got Apollo over there.
Yeah, Magic is what I'm most excited to see. I'm most excited to see their team.
Yeah, they got Apollo. Guys. I don't know if they're gonna rock with Cole. They got Markelle Fultz. I think they just more have.
They are rocking with Cole. They're rocking with Cole.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about as far as big three. I'm like they have a lot of pieces that are young.
It doesn't make any sense to make Fultz over Cole. Cole's a better player than Fultz.
I'm just saying he's still there though. You get me? So I'm like I don't know how to make the big three over there. I don't know how to make the big three over there. To be real,
I think they have a lot of young pieces, a lot of good pieces.
They got Mobamba there. They got Wendell Carter,
Isaac Hayes. Am I saying his name wrong?
Isaac is Isaac something. I don't think it's Hayes, but it's
Isaac Jonathan. Excuse me, Isaac Jonathan.
Jonathan Isaac. There you go.
Jonathan Isaac. Yes, yeah. He hasn't played for 4 years.
Gary Harris.
Yeah, so I think I'm very interested to see how they do. Real quick, let's talk about it real quick. We're saying Tobias is horrible, gets paid all that money, can't score in the playoffs, choking big games. Trust me, out here, it's Maxey and Tobias may get traded, and someone's willing to take on that contract. I don't think anyone's going to take on Tobias contract. If they are healthy and automatic, and auto make game, give me the latest pick 3, and then San Antonio Spurs are rebuilding. They don't even know who their big 3 is. Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Keep going. The Rockets, it'll be Jalen Green. Shit, they don't really got no big 3 over there neither.
Porter Jr.,
Kevin Porter Jr., and I guess Josh Christopher. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Christian Woods.
He's not on there anymore. He's on the Mavericks.
He got traded? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's on the Mavericks, bro.
They traded him?
I think he was a free agent, bro.
Oh, wow, Rockets. Wow.
Yeah. And it's crazy because he says he's willing to come off the bench on the Mavs. So on the Mavs now, the big 3 for the Mavs is Luka, of course.
Christian Woods was one of your best players. Go ahead.
I think his Mavs is going to be Luka, probably Christian Wood, and then
Christian Woods is going to be who Porzingis was when Porzingis was there, but they're not going to be any beef between Luka and Christian Woods because Christian Woods is able to take a lesser role, so he doesn't mind taking the backseat to Luka.
Yeah, he's talking
about. Mavs are about to be deadly. Luka and Christian Woods. I did not know that. Did you already do the big 3 of Mavs?
Oh no, this is what I'm going to get into now. So okay, you got Luka.
Like, if I would have heard that, I would be like, "What?"
You got Luka, Christian Wood, and it'll probably be Spencer Dinwiddie.
Bro, and I'm not even gonna lie. Look, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I love Spencer Dinwiddie. I love him to the core. I think he's a beast. I think it's a great. I would have put the Dallas Mavericks big 3 in the same, category or in the same tier as some of the top tiers that I am talking about when it comes to New Orleans Pelicans with Brandon Ingram, Zion Williams, CJ McCollum. But the reason why I'm not is because Spencer Dinwiddie, I love you, you a beast. But if they still had Derek Brunson, if it was Derek Brunson, Luka, Jesus Christ, I'm thinking.
You think about him and me.
Oh my God. Yes, if it was Jalen Brunson, Luka, and Christian Woods, I'd be like, yo, that talent level is crazy.
They still got Tim Hardaway Jr. though. He's solid.
Dallas finna be a problem, bro.
Facts.
I did not know they picked up Christian Woods, bro. Christian Woods is going to be what Porzingis they wanted him to be.
And they got JaVale
and
McGee.
Healthy.
JaVale McGee's a solid big.
They got JaVale?
And they still got Kleber. And Kleber got a strap.
Go ahead, get through everything because I'm like, I have a lot of questions to ask you, especially
and then
since you
OKC,
are a Lakers fan.
It was supposed to be Chet, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then Josh Giddey. That was supposed to be
right. We had the injury. So. Yeah, absolutely.
And in the Clippers, you got Kawhi, PG, and you can plug in John Wall or Reggie Jackson or whoever you want.
So disrespectful to Reggie Jackson. Anybody who knows basketball knows damn well John Wall is not going to be the big 3. It will be Reggie Jackson. So please don't act like I love John Wall. He's going to do a great thing, but he will not be a better player than Reggie Jackson. Actually, we're going to find out. This is my prediction. John Wall, I love you. I appreciate you. You a beast. He won't get a lot of time with the Clippers.
So out of all those big 3s I said, who was your top 3 big 3?
I told you my top number 1 big 3 is going to the Pelicans.
So your 2 would be Brooklyn.
My 2 would be Brooklyn. Yes.
And then 3 would be the Denver.
And real quick, can I be 100 with you? Can I like I'm not saying this is what's going to succeed. Like, oh, these teams are going to have the best record. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm specifically referring to talent-wise. When I look at this on paper, number 1, when I see Zion, that's going to be Zion, what he can do. When I see B.I., what he can do. When I see what CJ, what he can do, that's my number 1. When I come to number 2, I'm like, yo, look, Brooklyn, you got KD, you got Kyrie, you got Ben Simmons. And then when I go to my number 3, yes, it would, actually it wouldn't be Denver Nuggets. I would do the Denver Nuggets if Michael Porter Jr., I believed in him. The number 3 is kind of hard for me to kind of figure out because I got some ties going on. But like my main 2, like I feel like, majority, I don't know. Let me know, Zen. I'm like, maybe a lot of people would say the main two that I feel like the big three's on top. A lot of people would say that's the big three. That's the
I
best
would
big
say
three.
it's gonna be the Lakers. If you don't want to put the Lakers in, it's the Clippers. Because I'm like Reggie Jackson, Paul George, and Kawhi are crazy.
Lakers and Clippers is not in my top 2, 3, 5. Like, you crazy to even put them. Like, nigga, you living in old times, nigga.
Hey man, I gotta go where I feel, bro. I'm like, I feel like everybody's writing off my Lakers because it's so easy to do. But when you see Bron, Westbrook, and AD percolating, I don't want to hear nothing then.
Bro, I ain't never seen that. That 80's always injured. And we're like, come on, man. Like, you really living in the past. Like, salute to
I'm
Mason.
just being optimistic,
Appreciate
though.
that comment, man. Showing some love.
I'm just optimistic, bro, because I'm like, look, the Lakers, like everybody keep talking about LeBron. Oh, I seen LeBron just go dunk on somebody in the lane.
No more. This is what I think the crazy thing is. Like, y'all Laker fans can't get delusional. It's not about Bron no more. It's about everything that's around Bron. If you're talking about, I have to dedicate, focus, pay my whole entire attention to AD and Westbrook to do what they're supposed to do. Westbrook's not doing what he's supposed to do. AD is never really there. So that's how I see the whole entire case. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's no cap.
And it's crazy. You're not even giving your big three no love. That's crazy.
I'm not giving my big three no love. I'm just being realistic. I know we gonna make noise in the playoffs, but you already know how I feel about my big three. I wanted my big three to be Garland. We're gonna finally have a healthy season with Colin Sexton. We didn't even give Colin Sexton that opportunity. So yes, I'm upset that we traded Colin Sexton away. I love we got Donovan Mitchell. Great trade. We ain't gonna win a championship.
See that? Lakers, Brooklyn, Pelly. I'm telling you, the Lakers big three is crazy, man. You sleep on Brown, and that's your favorite player.
Let's talk about it. Why are you saying the Lakers? You literally saying 80, Westbrook, and 80's big three is the best big three in the league. That sounds like that sounds crazy. Let's talk about it.
Every time LeBron's then had a big three, they've done big things, bro. Last year, 80 just wasn't available. If 80 can at least play 60 plus games, bro, we're gonna make it to the playoffs, and you know this, bro. LeBron can get anything.
Crazy to me. I'm like, yeah. Like, how can you say an old LeBron, an older Westbrook, and an 80 who's literally crippled and can never be healthy for a full season is finna be the top big three?
Do you know why?
I'll give y'all the Clippers over.
Do you know why, though? LeBron James at 37 years old almost led the league in scoring. That means out of all these young niggas in the league, they got all this talent. They got their own teams. They can shoot as many shots as they want. They can't outdo LeBron James. Oh, Joel Embiid barely beat that man by 0.3 points for the scoring title. All I'm saying is don't count out Bron James as much. You know, that's not even my favorite player, Flu. You know I've never just been a big Bron fan. And that's not because he's just on the Lakers. I'm just saying, like, look, this man has the highest IQ in the league still. That's a fact. He still has the best body in the league still. That's a fact. He's still one of the most prominent players in the league still, and this is a fact. So I cannot not put that big three first just because of Bron. I know you're right. It's AD's team. We're supposed to go through AD. 80. I understand what you're saying, but if AD plays, you know it's going to be the Bron James show. Who's going to have the ball in the pick and roll? Bron James. Who's going to make the plays work? Bron James. Who's going to make sure that they get those big plays and them shots down the stretch? Bron James. He's still top 5 player in the league.
Bron James. But what about Westbrook?
He's going to be fine. You know why?
Look. Go ahead.
You know why? Because he has a new coach. He's already been there. He's already been beat to the ground. Last year, they didn't beat that man to the ground. He said he didn't want his children and his wife to go to the games. So if that's the case, there's only up he can go. He can't go no lower. He's already been beat to the ground, averaging 18, 7, and 7. So all he has to do is make sure he can average around the same numbers, but just be better.
Numbers. It's not like that's bad numbers.
But I'm saying just be better in the terms of like, just play your game. Like, you feel me? Don't care about, okay, you're supposed to get 80 the ball this play. Just if you see a lane, just attack it. Tell 80 to go put that bitch back. You feel me? Go get it some tip dunks. You feel me? Make AD just become an all-around player. If he's not touching the ball, why can't you go get some tip backs? Keem Olajuwon got tip backs. All the great bigs before you, Shaq, When Shaq was watching Kobe go to work and he missed, Shaq would just grab a rebound, go dunk that motherfucker back. You feel me? You're not going to get the ball every time. We're not going to sit here and just feed you the ball every time. You got to do something else. You feel me? So I'm like, if Westbrook's going to be Westbrook, he has to make AD do what Steven Adams was doing. Rebound and play gritty. You feel me? Now you're going to be like, well, that's not AD's
That's
game.
disrespectful toward AD. AD is on a whole nother level than Steven Adams. You can't
know
make somebody,
that,
you can't put
but I'm
somebody in a
talking
box
about-
like that.
I'm not saying don't give him the
You can't
ball.
put
I'm just
somebody
saying,
in a box like that.
I'm not saying don't give him the ball. I'm saying
disrespectful.
don't wait on AD to get hot. Because you know AD, if he misses his first 3 jumpers, he's gonna have a weak ass game. That's just what it is.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Bro, we watched a lot of Laker games, bro. And when the AD is not going strictly to the rim and going downhill and trying to go being aggressive and he's relying on his jumper and he's not making it, bro, we lose badly.
By the way, I'm gonna get to all the what everybody's saying in the comments real quick. I'm gonna get to Mason. I'm gonna get to Let's Talk About It. All right, so let's get to them. And then what I want to do too, I'm gonna throw up because I was searching a little bit just to come at you, Zed. Not really to come at you, but to see how you felt about it. A little LA scrimmage that's recently posted on the LA Lakers YouTube channel. So it's only a minute long, so it's very quick. But
you're gonna show Westbrook airballing, huh? I know.
I don't know about that, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm just gonna put it up. But Mason said, how do you guys feel about and maybe you actually let me ask this. Because I do want to take a little bathroom break. Actually, Zen, because I'm like, you can take control. Do you want to answer some of these questions?
I answer.
Go ahead. Go to the bathroom. Little bathroom break. You know what I'm saying?
Little better.
Nigga always talk shit. Hey, man. Hey, look. I got a lot of water in me. I'm not even gonna explain this shit. I don't give a fuck. All right, nigga, I got to use the bathroom. But all right,
so
go ahead.
How do I feel about Zion this upcoming season? He's gonna be a beast. The man cut about 15 pounds down. If anybody knows about bigger guys, when you cut down that type of weight and you in shape, as long as you're not letting yourself get out of shape, then he'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Zion's gonna be a beast this season. Before he got hurt, he was averaging 27 points a game. I feel like he'll average the same amount of points a game. You feel me? I don't see what's stopping him. He had one of the highest percentages when he was playing. He was an all-star. Like he's the heaviest player still in the league. So it's like, and he jumps out the gym. So he's going to average what he's going to average, man. As long as, you know what I'm saying, he keeps that weight down like he's supposed to. He has his nutritionist. He's eating healthy. He's not out here disrespecting his body. He will be fine. I think Zion's going to have an amazing year. I don't see anything different. Westbrook and Anthony Toilet Paper Davis cannot get it done. Unfortunately, the healthy Davis will hold them back. The health of Davis will hold them back. Only reason I cannot go against what you're saying, Mason, is because I still have some skepticism about his health as well. But as a fan of the Lakers, I have to be optimistic to say that he will play over 60 games this year and he will not let the fans down. So I hear what you're saying. I call him Mr. Glass myself, but I have to be in his corner to make sure that he can stay healthy and he can focus on making sure he can preserve his body over the 82-game season plus playoffs. Let's talk about it. It says, I do not think when talking about the big three, we can't put injuries into it. We got to assume that everybody's healthy and on top of their game. Then how do you rank? You already heard me. Let's talk about it. I got, in no particular order, the Pelicans, the Lakers, and the Brooklyn Nets. That is my top 3. I agreed with you. I agree that is the best top 3, the best big 3 in the league. You could some argue that Joker and Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is worse than AD. He's been taking multiple years off. At least AD's played multiple seasons and hasn't had just a complete seasons off. So, you know, the big 3 over there is kind of a little shaky. But Joker and Murray are amazing together. This is how to say I'm assuming everybody's healthy, top of their game. You take Westbrook, he's one of the best point guards that played the game. I agree with you. Then you take AD, you can go outside, inside, and then LeBron. I agree with you, man. I'm telling you, man. The Lakers are slept on because it's easy to hate the Lakers. I've been getting it my whole life, even when Kobe was on the team. Nobody likes the Lakers. That's fine. Laker gang, baby. We in this joint. You heard what I'm telling you? Let's talk about it. It says, I was saying if you're saying we're to put injuries in there and assume they may happen, then I would take the Lakers out because you're right. AD cannot stay healthy. Yeah, I mean that's been his biggest it's been his biggest problem, his whole career, man. He can't stay healthy. He's fragile. He doesn't want to tough through things, and he's it is what it is. Like I said, as a Laker fan, I have to just be optimistic, and I gotta just root my guy on. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it's got to be. My boy Mason, he said, do you think Iman Udoka situation would affect the play of the Celtics, or the whole situation overblown in terms of affecting the player's mentality on the court?
Yo, Zen, I love he brought that up. We have not talked about this. Why have we not talked about this? Go ahead, though, brother.
And it's crazy because I usually am not a big Stephen A. Co-signer. I do not like to co-sign on a lot of things Stephen A. does, even though I know it's his job. Doesn't mean that his job is right. Doesn't mean the things he does is right in his job, but it's his job. He gets money. So it's like I can't hate to not hustle. But what I will say is his particular take on this situation was 100% I agree with. He was saying how there's a lot of white men that do a lot of dirty business behind the closed doors and do a lot of things, but none of their business gets put out into the media. He was saying how all of a sudden this brother, as a coach, he had success. He did good in the playoffs for his first year. He said all of a sudden this is blown out of proportion. And he said it's ridiculous because it's like, if you don't want him there, then just fire him. But you don't fire him. You release the information that you had 2 months prior and then just suspend him for a whole year. So he's like, he doesn't understand that, because he's like, you're basically giving this man such a bad rep to just suspend him, but you're not firing him. But you know what I'm saying? So
I do agree to certain parts of those sentiments. One thing I do have to say is, at the end of the day, regardless if we do want to look at race does come into the factor. It's always a factor. But at the end of the day, when something where you can actually look at it and say, oh, damn, that's not a good look. And you can have a consensus, you can have a multitude of people agree with what you're saying. That's when things become bad. And then you can also include the race factor as well. That's when things become, an atomic bomb. And I think that's what we're seeing with the Udoka situation, because at the end of the day, yes, you do always see, relationships come about when it comes to the workplace, especially, sexual encounters come in the workplace. You're around someone so much, you're like, okay, hey, yeah, I feel like I know you, we go out for the night. It is what it is. That is something that is an often thing that comes into place. But you cannot ignore the factor he didn't just knock down, the cheerleader on the sideline, or the assistant floor monitor of whoever was making sure the court was clean, and it was a chick. Like he took down a high upper. It's not him being in higher power, it's the woman that he took down who she was married to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you put that into play, it's like, no, I do not agree with the fact that his name is being smeared, but you understand the reason why it's happening is because who he ended up messing with, the husband has the power to be like, I don't want this man working in the league again. That's his goal. But he doesn't want him to get another coaching job.
So even though you're saying that, don't you think that this doesn't sound premeditated though? I mean, let's be real, bro. Of course,
it's premeditated. They been said they had the investigation months ago,
but I'm talking about the action happening. Brad Stevens was in this particular spot less than 2 years or a year ago, and he had no type of problems with anybody approaching him in this type of manner. I'm saying that all of a sudden he gets the job that at the time before he got the job, everybody was advocating that there's not a lot of black coaches in the league. He gets the job in Boston, and all of a sudden he gets tripped up by what?
That's the take
what
right
I'm
there.
saying, because you just said that
I didn't even look at from the perspective of even going to the Brad as far as, but I was just looking at it from the Ime Udoka standpoint. But that is very interesting. Like all of a sudden we're talking about from some very prestige, people, Danny Ainge, etc. Decide to, hey, I'm good. I'm going over to another team. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen over here. Now all of a sudden, so it's like but that also kind of comes down. It kind of supports. It's like, all right, race can come into the factor, but it also comes into factor as if maybe people wasn't the biggest fan of the particular coach we're talking about who got put into the position where he's in now.
But you got to remember the pressure of what was going on at the time. The campaign was in the NFL and NBA. We don't have enough black coaches in the NBA. We don't have enough, differential, right? And this is Boston's first black coach since since Doc Rivers, right? And Doc Rivers left in 2011. So it's like
they've had Doc Rivers for long. Yeah, that's a great point.
So
They've
it's
had
like
a system: Danny Ainge, Doc Rivers, and then owner.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like this. But to me, it's like I don't think that Boston never wanted Udoka. Because I remember when he got the job, it was like I didn't see praise that, we got Udoka here. It was like, who is this guy?
Why'd you hire him?
Yeah, like if you didn't know.
Can I say this real quick? Doesn't this make, as much as we criticize Doc Rivers for not performing or doing what he's supposed to do in the playoffs, doesn't this make him look so much better in his job field? Because it's like, y'all can say whatever you want about Doc, but Doc ain't never had no problems.
But also,
isn't that weird how the job field and money works in comparison to fanism, in comparison to the outside looking in?
But you got to also remember how Doc moves, though. Doc, and I don't want to use I don't want to say certain verbiage, but Doc moves a certain particular way.
I'll say calculated. That's the greatest verbiage for it. Respectfully.
Okay. Calculated. So it's like he knows how to move, what to say, what not to say, what not to anger people. You feel me? Where Udoka, he got a little, nigga in him. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give it 100 with him. You feel me? But
I don't even want to say that though. But if you want to, I'm the type of person I'll push back on it. I don't even want to put that into the atmosphere. All right, shit, fuck it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Can I just say this? In the position that Udoka was in, he did a stupid mistake, and for us to try to act like he didn't.
But look, this is all I'm saying, though, Flu. This is what I'm saying, though, Flu.
I've been in workplaces where there's been some bad chicks.
But I'm saying, though, as much as we talk about
Doc, never been paid as much as Udoka. He's fucked up.
But as much as we're talking about Doc Rivers, that same person in power was there when Doc was there, and none of this stuff was
because Doc ain't never did no shit like that.
But it's not about, but it's all about situation, bro. If he was never probably in a situation,
crazy. Hell nah. Doc ain't got the same character,
you gotta remember though, because look, you have to entertain.
That's crazy, bro.
Look, we talking about women now, right? Women entertain certain things, right?
No. We talking about men. We talking about what they decide to do and when they decide to do it. I'm not saying one person is better than the other. I'm not saying one person is dirtier than. All right, go ahead.
Look, what does Instagram, Google, what do all these people do? They collect data, right? What does the data prove? It shows what people have a tendency to like and not like, or what they're willing to do when certain things happen. So it's the same thing when you get a job. Why do they do background checks? Why do they call certain references? Why do they call certain people? They want to see what type of person you are. What do you like? What do you do? What do you not do? What do you do? You feel me? People probably got intel that, this man likes to party, or if he has a couple of drinks in him, he's a little bit more open. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to speak on this man's character. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is we can't look at somebody like a Bill, right, and be like he wasn't set up. But then look at an Udoka and be like, he had his own choices. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying he was put in a position where it was easy for him to make that mistake. That's all I'm saying. It's like, what was your wife doing to be that free?
He wasn't even married. Come on, man. And you can't put it. And I ain't even that type of person.
Who wasn't married? Who wasn't married?
Udoka. He was engaged. He was engaged. That's different. You ain't married.
No, I'm not hearing that, bro. If you engaged, you basically you're setting yourself up for that.
No, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. Like I'm 100 on that, but a lot of people will argue that. But I'm 100 on that. I feel the same way. But we're talking. Let's get to comments. Okay, let's talk about it happens all the time, but he signed a contract for no fraternizing. Therefore, that's what he's wrong for. As far as dragging him in the media and not bringing the other person to the surface, that's a problem. The only thing I will argue against this particular statement and this particular comment when it comes to let's talk about it is, how do we know he signed a contract for no fraternizing? I've never heard that.
That's a good question, Flu. See, I'm glad you're on his side now.
That's a moral and unethical thing that you have to be brought up in HR. How many times you been at a job? You're not signing a contract where it says, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to do nothing to, have, any type of relations with someone you're working with, but it will be a problem with HR if that doesn't end up happening. Now, as high level, high esteem as they are, I do believe that is in the contract. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but we don't know that, and we don't know how true that is. So at the end of the day, all we can really go off of is the biggest problem is the status. How are you dealing with somebody who's married to someone who's above you, and if they get caught, you're done. He can axe your career. He can ruin your career. That's the problem. That's the problem. You gotta be smart how you move. Mason said, assuming KD does not win any more rings, does his resume in the standings of all-time players holds less weight? His championships are less valuable, or does the fact of him winning a championship matter? Excuse me.
If you're talking about top five of all time, he'll never eclipse top 5 of all time if he doesn't win any more championships.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Who's better than him?
Bron, Kobe, Jordan.
Bet. I said, Steph. Who's better than him? He said top 5.
Steph. You just had Steph Curry as your number 1 player in the league. I don't want to hear it.
I know. That's because I'm talking about what his team is. If this nigga was on Brooklyn, he wouldn't be shit.
And we just talking about eye test, bro. Chase McGrady better than T-Mac. Let's be real, bro. I mean, Chase McGrady better than KD.
No, I agree with you. But we have to talk about the overall resume.
We talking about resume, though. Steph Curry's resume is better. He's a 2-time MVP.
I absolutely agree with that. But what I also have to disagree with is Steph only got to the point that he was is because KD decided to come over and be like, yo, I'm going to help you out when LeBron's here.
He got those 2 MVPs without KD, though.
Bro, I know.
He had 73-9 wins without KD.
He would only have 2 MVPs if KD never came over. I'm telling you, this is the same reason why people be arguing.
He won a ring this year. So without KD, he still has 2 rings, though.
Oh, my God, I know. But what I'm saying is the other rings that he had is because of KD. That's why KD won the finals MVP. So I'm like, if KD was not there, you're not beating LeBron James. That's a fact.
Magic Johnson, resume-wise, is better than KD's.
I agree with that, but I still would take KD over MJ any day.
That's just because you're going off eye test. We're not talking about individual. If we're going off eye test, Tracy McGrady's better than him.
Off of eye test, KD's the best. Nah, man, KD's the best. I'm finna get a KD jersey.
Crazy,
yep.
Dog. I'm taking Kobe. That's crazy. You're going even over Bron because Bron's done way crazier shit than KD for sure.
I got the Bron
jersey.
The fact
that he came back over 3-1.
Y'all don't know. Y'all think I just got this Bron jersey? I had this since I've been in high school. Y'all don't know.
That, bro,
I'm an old nigga now. I've had this for a long time. I've had this UFC shit for even longer.
No, you had the jersey longer.
Yeah, you're right. I had the jersey longer. But still, nigga,
bro, the fact that you're even putting KD over LeBron and Kobe and Jordan is crazy to me, bro.
KD is the greatest player I've ever seen. I'm gonna be 100 with you, man. I really
crazy, bro. You're wild.
I've been watching basketball.
Hey, I'm over you, dog. No, LeBron James is doing dunks from the free throw line in the game. I don't want to hear what you're saying. LeBron had 25 points. I've been watching basketball for a long. LeBron had 25 points in the fourth quarter in overtime by himself. By himself. I saw it by myself. I remember it was in 2007 when he's playing the Detroit Pistons. I was watching it on a TV screen. He was going crazy. I seen Kobe score 81 points. I seen Kobe lead his team to the playoffs. I seen Jordan do a lot of stuff. I'm just saying he's not over them dudes. I don't care what you say. I don't care how much left to right, right to
left.
Why
do people hate on KD so much? Why does KD
I'm not
so
hating on him?
Hate? I never.
But I'm giving you stats, though. I'm giving you real proof that he's not better than these guys, though. He's just not.
I'm gonna get a KD jersey. My whole goal, I'm gonna get to a point where I can, you know what I'm saying, fly that game. I'm trying to get KD to sign that joint before he retired, for real. Because KD is the greatest player I've ever seen during my lifetime that I've watched basketball, period. You know, point blank, whatever the case may be. Like when I'm just looking at the eye test, when I'm seeing that the greatest thing ever, like KD is the person. Like I'm like, damn, like I don't think I've ever seen anybody better than that. And like LeBron is my favorite player. Like I said, I've had this for a long time.
And it's crazy. You might as well burn that jersey now, bro, because you disrespecting both them niggas behind you.
I would never.
You disrespecting both them niggas behind you.
I'm not disrespecting Kobe either, because you know I had the Kobe jersey longer than I had the Cleveland jersey.
Bro, it's so disrespectful how much you're disrespecting those two.
It's probably the same amount of time.
I don't care. If that's your opinion, whatever. I will never take KD over Kobe and Bron or Jordan. I didn't even get to watch Jordan, but the fact what Jordan was doing and what he did for the game of basketball, I'm not going to ever disrespect that. Kobe and Bron, I saw them with my own eyes. I seen Kobe since I was a 4-year-old boy.
Udoka didn't want to get married.
I seen LeBron since I was 7 years old. I seen every game, damn near. Every time he was on TV, I watched. Every time I seen him play in the playoffs, I watched. I seen the whole 07 playoffs when he killed. Right after Dwayne Wade won his MVP, he came and killed the whole league at 22 years old.
I love D Wade. I love Dirk Nowitzki. I love T Mac. I love Tim Hardaway. You know what I'm saying? I love Tim Duncan. I love Kevin Garnett. You know what I'm saying? I love Michael Redd. You know what I'm saying? I love all these players. You know what I'm saying? Like KD's better than all of them. I love Shaquille O'Neal. KD's better than all of them. Y'all cap if you say anything other than that. If you don't appreciate KD,
you're talking about scoring wise. I'm talking about the effect on the game.
It again.
How's he
never
ever
see what KD did ever?
So we gonna see another LeBron?
We will. We already seen it.
Who?
All right, I'm capping. I love LeBron.
We'll never see another Kobe
LeBron,
neither. You'll never see another Kobe. I'll never see another nigga playing with a broken pinky and get 30 a game. I'll never see.
That's cap. I love Kobe to the fullest. You feel me? You see it right there, all white. You'll never see like. Do they even make jerseys like these anymore?
Hey, all I know is on October 7th. Go watch the Dream Team. Go watch the Dream Team and see what Bron and Kobe was doing on there. And you go in here and flick your lips to say,
I don't have to watch it. I lived through it. I watched that.
I went through it too, but you don't know the behind the scenes.
I don't have to remember. I know what it was.
Those two were the best players on that team. Kobe and Bron was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. But KD was still that nigga.
He wasn't even in the league. He wasn't even in the league in 08.
That's my point. That's my point.
Oh my gosh, bro. I'm over
Carmelo
you,
was the shit. Don't disrespect Carmelo.
Carmelo was nasty. He has the most points ever.
Carmelo is who KD, is reincarnated. You feel me? It's
crazy.
Opinion.
I think you're just trolling me right now. And it's all good. I don't care. When I see Bron,
I'm not trolling. I'm being 100% honest. This is my real emotions, nigga.
When I see Bron in real life,
let's talk about KD's top 5.
I'm going not top. No, KD. Anyway,
he said no. KD is top 5.
Look, when I go to a game and I see Bron,
biased, bro,
and I get him to sign the jersey, I'm like,
hey, so much hate for
bro,
KD. Be 100 with it.
I got a homie that was your day one fan, but he said KD's better than you, and he's like, damn. Here you go, young man. I appreciate you supporting me. That's exactly what he's gonna tell. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm like, man, we had a nigga that was your fan for all of the years, but he said KD better than you, nigga. I'm gonna tell that nigga that. That's exactly what I'm gonna tell that nigga. I'm like, yeah, this nigga switched up on you at late in his career.
It's not about no switch up. It's not about nothing like that. It's just I get to the point where it's like you want to look at I'm at the point where I'm able to see LeBron James, entire career.
What does KD do better than LeBron?
Let me finish. I'm able to see Kevin Durant's, entire career in his full. And it's like personally, when I see both of them, yeah, LeBron's accomplished more. LeBron's a greater player. I'm always going. That's why I got this. This isn't me saying that Kevin Durant is better, but this is me admitting I test talent wise KD all day. That boy is something special,
bro. He's not even touching Kobe or Bron when it comes to anything.
It's crazy.
This
is the same niggas talking about like Dirk Nowitzki is one of the top craziest people. You don't even acknowledge Dirk Nowitzki, but you're not gonna respect KD is crazy.
Nobody even mentioned that nigga. You did.
I'm just saying.
I didn't even say the nigga name. You said that nigga name. I'm talking about Kobe, Bron, and Jordan. That's who I'm talking about. I'm saying he not better than them niggas. He not.
Mason said. Is a 7-foot point guard the latest archetype for the NBA? It's interesting. I remember when LeBron was drafted, the point forward position was elevated in the mind of scouts. That's interesting. No, actually, I don't agree with that because we got guys like John Morant going crazy. Recently, with the rise of players like Ben Simmons, Paulo Banchero, Victor Wembanyama, God bless me trying to say that the right way, and the OKC picking up, it seems like these type of players that are pushing the envelope around how the game is played. So he's basically kind of just in his opinion, he's saying the taller the point guards, the better it seems. But me personally, I don't think that's the way it's going. I think it's still the same when you look at the top level teams. It's still the same architecture that we've seen previously and in the past, and it hasn't changed up. Like if you look at the Golden State Warriors, who just previously won, Stephen Curry, a point guard, Draymond Green, power forward, able to do multiple things. In my personal opinion, when it comes to NBA, regardless if it's shooting a lot, going to the inside, if you have a capable point guard who can pass and shoot, and you have a capable big man who can defend and rebound, and also at times be able to clean up the mess, and then everything fits when it comes to tools, you're always gonna have a champion. That's my personal opinion. Go ahead, Zen. I know you have a lot to say.
No, I want to go to this comment so you can read. You can get your eyes right. Yeah, he's not better than Shaq. Anytime they have to make a rule for the changing of the game, hack a Shaq. Thank you. Let's talk about it. He ain't better than the Diesel. The Diesel was crazy, dog. We ain't ever gonna see another Diesel in life. Niggas talk about Giannis or whatever. No. Shaq was different. He was getting 30 on quadruple teams. He was dunking on whole teams. And you know this because you had a Shaq poster. You know what Shaq was doing, dog.
I'm like, nigga. I'm not saying Shaq. I'm like, what I'm saying, I'm not disrespecting any of the particular players in those particular eras. That's not what I'm saying. It's just me personally. If it came down to who I was picking, I just feel like KD, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's that nigga. Me personally, I'm like, if you want to line up shit, I'm like, he got just as much rings as Shaq. You feel me?
No, he does not. What are you talking about?
KD got 3.
He has 2 rings, nigga.
KD got 2.
Shaq got 4.
Okay, he's right
and
there.
3 finals MVPs in a row, nigga. Back to back champs, nigga.
All right,
can't fuck with that, nigga.
Well, KD got 2. He's 2 out of 2, nigga.
No, he's not, nigga. He lost to Bron, nigga, in 2012. Nigga, he's 2 for 3, nigga. He's really 2 for 4. He lost to Kawhi and them niggas too. He's 2 for 4, nigga. Fuck is you talking about,
bro? I'm talking about when he's won. I'm talking about when he won and when he actually won the chip. He's 2 for 2. That's what I'm talking about.
That doesn't even make sense. What do you mean when he actually won the chip? That doesn't even make no sense. That's like saying LeBron's 4 for 4. No, he's not.
At the end of the day, man, you disrespecting KD, man.
I'm not. I'm being realistic, bro. When I look at the game of basketball,
I can't wait to see. I look because I feel like it's crazy because nigga, we went way far off the topic, and I'm like,
no, we didn't. We on topic. We talking about big threes. We talking about people, top 5. We talking about all that. We talking about, you feel me? Okay, final predictions. Let's go to that. Let's get back on topic.
Wait, before we get to that, did you say who your best big 3 was, bro?
I did. I said it was no particular order. Pelicans, Brooklyn, and Lakers. That's my thing.
Okay. All right. So you on the same type of time. I'm on. I said I got Pelicans, I got Brooklyn, and I got to go Philadelphia 76ers, man.
Okay.
I got to.
Here you go. Right. Look. Feast your eyes on this comment because this is what you need. You need some humbleness.
KD not better than LeBron like last year ago. Now this year, KD better than LeBron. I'm willing to admit it. As much.
Yeah, year 20. Nigga, tell that nigga 20 years. Tell that nigga 20 years.
As much as I love this jersey, I'm like, that's real.
It took 20 years. Crazy. Anyway,
I just got to be 100. I can't lie to the people no more, man.
Let's get to these finals predictions, man. Because
I'm just telling you, man. I ain't finna lie, man.
Finals predictions. Who do you have coming out the East? It's predetermined, but who do you have coming out the East and who do you have coming out the West?
So y'all know,
healthy.
man.
Everybody's healthy. Everybody's healthy, though. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's grooving. Everybody's doing their thing. Who you got coming out the East and who you have coming out the West?
So I'm not gonna make any promises right here. I'm gonna be 100 with you. This is all gonna be speculative because it's gonna change kind of as the season goes on.
Because we haven't even seen one game of the regular season yet. I'm just saying from right now, with all the teams, all the big threes we didn't present it, who do you feel like is coming out the East and who is coming out the West?
And I'm only picking one team for the West, one team for the East. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
All right, so check this out. And y'all don't hold me on this because it's definitely going to change. But, as much as y'all want to judge me, I do remember vividly, what I'm saying, respectfully, adamantly. Y'all like that vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I study. I do. I picked Golden State Warriors as being the ones who's going to win everything. I said that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to believe me, but y'all can check them, you know what I'm saying? You can check it. I said that for a long time, but this particular year, man, when it comes to coming out of the West, the team that I'm finna rock with, man, this one's hard, man. Like, all right, the team that's gonna come out of the West, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I hate this. I don't like it, but I'm gonna be 100 with you. I do think the Lakers gonna come out the West this year. I just think it makes sense.
Ooh, my boy got the lake show.
I think it's gonna make sense, you know what I'm saying? And for the East, as much as I would love for it to be Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? Cleveland versus LeBron for the finals, that's a lot of money. That's definitely not gonna be the case, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of Cleveland for the East, I think it only makes sense. I think it's probably gonna be the Bucks. That's my personal opinion. I think that's just a lot of money in it. But that's just me off initial. I'm probably going to change that as I'm watching, the season go on, etc. But initially, if
It's
I'm
all
talking about
healthy.
just
Yeah. Okay.
healthy money, Lakers versus Bucks, like how can you not miss with that? That's money to the core. But yeah, go ahead. How you feel?
So mine, everybody's gonna be like, "What? That's who you picking?" I got the Brooklyn Nets coming out the East because I'm like, I just feel like everybody's gonna disrespect Ben Simmons and think like he's just gonna be weak. I think he's gonna be what the Brooklyn Nets always needed. He needed a person that can guard 1 through 5, dribble the ball, and be unselfish to get everybody else involved and get everybody the ball. And one thing people don't realize is that he can actually rebound the ball. So if KD and Kyrie's going one-on-one, he can crash the boards and go get the
He
rebound.
plays off ball very well as well.
But anyway, I got the Nets coming out the East. Now out the West, I got the Clippers, bro.
I respect that. The only reason why
And it's
I don't really
crazy.
see the Clippers like that is just because
Everything I know big, I know.
Yeah.
But only reason I got the Clippers, bro, is just because I'm like, Reggie Jackson has showed us the last 2 years when Kawhi is hurt and everything's just not going well. He's keeping that team together. So I'm like, if Kawhi can stay healthy like he's supposed to, and Paul George plays how he's supposed to be playing, and
That's
you
the
got
problem.
Reggie Jackson contributing the way he's supposed to be contributing,
I respect it.
I'm like, that team is very hard to beat because the role players are crazy. You got John Wall, you got Norman Powell.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got
Very
Marcus
hopeful.
Morris.
Yeah.
You got Luke Kennard. You got Terrence Mann. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they got.
I respect all of that. The problem is, that's not how shit works. Yes, Reggie Jackson is amazing when he has the opportunity to shine, but when they have to put him in a role, he doesn't do so good. That's the problem.
We'll see though. I have faith in Reggie, man. So that's who I got. I got the Clippers. Like you said, it's gonna change. You feel me? I could go back to my Lakers. You feel me? Right now, I don't have the Lakers because I don't know what AD health wise is gonna be. So I gotta just go with the Clippers and the Nets. That's why, because I feel like that's gonna be a good finals, and I feel like for some reason the Nets go Game 7 and beat them, and KD gets.
I respect that. Mason said, I personally think the Nuggets have a great shot to make it out of the West this year and out of the East. I think the 76ers are hungry and have the proper pieces to make a deep run. And I respect it too.
Because getting Montrezl Harrell is big, and PJ Tucker. People don't understand like how big that is. You got dudes that actually know their role. It's a difference between being a role player and knowing your role and exceeding at that role.
And people forget how good Jamal Murray is.
Yeah, he's
for
nice.
The Nuggets. Like it's not like they just getting a role player coming back. Like now they're getting a legitimate superstar, not an all-star, a superstar. Like he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
And I know you don't fuck with Michael Porter Jr., but if he can average between 16 and 20 points a game,
he doesn't fit. Trade that man as soon as you can while you still have trade value. Please, Denver. Do
trade
not
him
keep
for
Michael
who?
Porter Jr. Trade him for who? Shit, I would trade that man for
Buddy Hield?
No, not Buddy Hield.
I don't know.
That's a hard one. I would have to try. That's the thing, because I'm like, he is talented enough where it's like I'm not just going to trade it for anybody. It has to make sense.
He has a $206 million contract, so somebody has to have that type of money to match.
Oh, he's not getting traded.
Exactly.
I didn't know his contract was that much. I thought he was like,
his agent. His agent is the
GOAT. He's a superstar then. Oh, okay, baby. All right, you got to be a superstar for us, Michael Porter Jr.
That's what I said. 16, 20 points a game.
You better hope so, nigga. That's hopeful. That's gonna be the problem. Shit, I would take what's that brother's name on Phoenix?
Oh, Michael Bridges?
No, not that nigga. With the hair. Kelly Oubre. I'd take him.
That nigga's not on Phoenix, nigga. He on the Charlotte Hornets now.
The Charlotte Hornets. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm like, for the cheaper, I'm like that. Man, that's the same player right there. That's the same exact player.
Hey, dog. I don't make it up. This is what's going on. How you feeling, though, dog?
I like that, though, real quick. I do like that comment with the Nuggets and as well as the 76ers. I think that's a great point. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be a great matchup. The two two quote unquote best bigs in the league going at it. Then you got James Harden versus Jamal Murray. Then you got Maxey versus you feel me? Well, Porter probably won't guard him, but you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be an interesting finals for sure. That'd be very different.
Wait, Mason, what you saying? Crazy disrespectful. I still haven't. I was supposed to pull up the video of the Lakers doing a scrimmage, and I still have not done that. And I know you had another topic that we got to get into, which is, I kind of put it the wrong way. I put which team is overhyped. He was really like, which team are you most hyped for? So it's like kind of similar.
No, overhyped. It was supposed to be overhyped.
Oh, overhyped. Okay, so he was on the right point, but I still wanted to show you.
Because everybody says my Lakers are overhyped.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, if we were going to transition into this topic, it's like it's almost amazing that I waited to play this footage, because if I was going to talk about a team that I felt was over, it's like it's almost perfect. It's like connecting in harmony. Oh, he said I was disrespectful because I said Kelly Oubre is similar to Michael Porter Jr. Hey, if you telling me I'm wrong, let me know.
He is telling you you're wrong. That's why he says disrespectful.
That's actually a good point. I don't know. I think Kelly Oubre is actually a better player than Michael Porter Jr. I would take Kelly Oubre over Michael Porter Jr. Also, another person I would take over him? I don't think it's Miles Bridges, because that's the wrong. The nigga who got what I'm saying, slapped the bitch, allegedly. Okay, yeah. Miles Bridges is better than both of them.
Miles Bridges is nice, for sure.
Miles Bridges is better than MPG. That's not even a vocabulary word. MPG, MPJ, and Kelly Oubre. They better than both of them, but Kelly Oubre is better than MPJ, in my personal opinion, and I think Miles Bridges is better than both of them. That's my personal opinion. How you feel about that?
Hey, man.
Am I wrong?
Jaylen Brown is better than all of them.
Well, yeah, that's obvious, though. Come on, man. You can't.
Hey, if Jaylen Brown got traded to the Denver Nuggets, they going to the chip.
That's trash. You can't just try to escape out of that question like that, man. Come on.
No, Miles Bridges is better than all of them. No, easy. When I was seeing Miles, bro, did a Euro step windmill. I've never seen that in my life.
Miles Bridges is different.
He's different. I hope that brother can overcome his obstacles.
He will. Absolutely. We in his corner. All right, so I'm gonna show this right here. See how confident you feel. It's very interesting though, because y'all played last night, right?
They had 75 points. Yeah, I know. You don't gotta bring that up. It's preseason. I don't care. None of that matters.
But let me say this though. I'm like, y'all played
Kings.
Y'all played last night, right?
Yeah.
So with y'all playing last night, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a little practice footage. It's not gonna be that too, not gonna be too long. It's gonna be some short, but even with that being the case, supposedly there was rumors that people were saying that AD was dealing with some possible back problems, and he was questionable for the fight. I'm sorry, guys. Questionable for the game. He was questionable for the game. But obviously he still played. He was good. But as a Laker fan yourself, Zen, are you worried about the availability, the durability of Anthony Davis?
Yes, everybody is. I don't think nobody is a Laker fan that's so like, yeah, he's gonna play 82 games. Yeah, I don't think anybody's that confident. Yes, we're all nervous. As a Laker fan, if you're not nervous, then you haven't been watching basketball lately. That's all I gotta say. Go ahead, show that footage, man, so we can get this going on, man. You trying to embarrass my squad.
Let me make sure there's no music here. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, that's a nice float. Brian nasty. I'm trying to tell you, boy, he better than that nigga KD. Look at that. You see that? That ain't KD can't do that right there.
Hey, there we go. Pat Bev.
Oh, yeah, he's doing good shit. Look at that. Oh, that's a good hezzy right there, boy. Oh, that's nasty right there, boy. That nigga Pat Bev is nasty right there, boy. I like that Westbrook. Oh, that's a good left hand right there, boy.
That's nice. Scotty Barnes, y'all gotta make sure y'all bring Scotty Barnes on, man. He look like he good, man.
He might do it for a little time, hopefully.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, I like that right there. Oh, pick and roll with him and Bron.
Great. Oh, you gotta make that.
Damn.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Bron is nasty, bro. I can't believe you sitting here talking about my team. But we nasty, boy. Oh, we might want to shit.
I think you might be capping a little bit. I think we might be capping. Watching some highlights. We capping. I think you're capping right now. You might win this shit. I'm gonna take my stand. That was some highlights.
Hey, you might have spoken into fruition, boy. Them Lakers going to the finals, boy.
Highlights.
The Lakers going to the finals with
wait,
that.
let me ask you this: Do you think?
Damn, AD didn't even score.
But I don't think y'all. See, this is the thing. I don't think AD is. I don't think that should be your central focus.
They say we're gonna run an offense through that nigga. That's what
you should run your offense through. I know it sounds crazy, and everybody's gonna be like, "You don't know what you're talking about, Westbrook."
Yeah, because Westbrook is gonna make everybody. He's not selfish. He averaged a triple double for a reason.
Dennis Schroeder was gonna get his buckets.
Facts.
Kendrick Nunn's gonna get his buckets.
Yep.
LeBron gonna get his buckets.
Easy.
AD may get less buckets, but it's well deserved because he's not healthy. So I don't care. See, that's me. I'll be the type of person be like, I know he's supposed to be the superstar, but I don't care. AD, I'm not finna kid to you. Fuck out of here.
Nah, if anything, Westbrook showed us that with less he can do more. Right? Washington, OKC, we didn't have KD and all these players that they claimed that he needed to. He took his team to the playoffs. Yeah, Oladipo and took him to the playoffs. That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying Oladipo's weak or nothing, but it's like, we see Oladipo is not the player that we thought he was going to be. So with that being said, Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you because it's like if you let Westbrook do what he does, he's gonna have his turnovers. But it's like he's like a baby Bron. He's always been a baby Bron, right? He's always been a person that can get his team. Turnovers. Yeah, but you like what? I never forget. I was like, dang, bro, Bron got like 7 turnovers. He's like, oh, y'all gonna win. I said, what? He said, yeah, nigga, like that nigga get turnovers, boy. That means he's in mode. That means he's going. That means that nigga's just playing basketball freely. I'm like, damn. And sure enough, we won that game too. I was like, damn, that nigga right. Now that doesn't always happen, sometimes if he has them turnovers, he might lose. But I get what you were saying though. It's like when them niggas is in that mode, they're making everything happen. It's just like, some shit gonna fuck up, but they gonna get it back down.
Real quick. I want to address this. He said, "You not lying, but Michael Porter Jr. got a deeper bag than Miles Bridges, in my opinion." No, he don't. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. I just said,
Miles Bridges got a bag for sure. And he gonna punch on you.
Miles Bridges is a better player than Michael Porter Jr.
There's an interesting stat I saw that when
we're gonna get into that comment, but also we got to get into which team is overhyped because we haven't addressed that, right?
The most overhyped team.
Real quick, this is what I want to do. So Mason said there was an interesting stat I saw. When Westbrook gets a triple-double, his team wins 67% of the time. I want to know how you feel about that as being a Laker fans in. And then we're going to get into the topic of which team is also overhyped. We're not going to stay too much longer because we're getting on the late side of the game. But we'll do it. Me personally, I got to take one more break, so I'll be back.
This guy's crazy.
Hey, man, this is the beauty of
you can't thug it out,
co-host. Nigga. I can, but this is the beauty of having a co-host. Usually, that's what I have to be doing. But in this position, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to people. You can let them know what it is. You feel me? So, all right, I'll be back.
Man, go release your bladder, nigga. This nigga crazy. Anyway, Westbrook is a beast, bro. He got a lot of disrespect. A lot of people are trying to basically discredit everything he's done in his career based off of last year, just because he's on the Lakers now. But it's like, bro, he took the Washington Wizards to the playoffs, bro. And Bradley Beal didn't even play, bro. He was hurt. So it's like, people don't want to give him that credit because he doesn't play traditional, right? He plays super hard. He turns the ball over sometimes. He doesn't have a pretty jumper. His game is a little rough, but he gets the job done. He just has a winning spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people you can't win with Westbrook. Only reason is it can get hard winning with Westbrook is because Westbrook's so used to being the alpha that he's never had to really be the beta besides when he was at UCLA. But that's been so far removed that now he's saying he's willing to do whatever for the Lakers. So say if he was to come off the bench, I feel like that would give him that extra hunger that he needs and the team needs. That the team needs to get over that hump of what we're missing. Because it's like him, Bron, and AD, that looks good. But if you throw Schroeder in that starting lineup, and then maybe you have a Pat Beverly and Westbrook come off the bench, you have extra energy coming off the bench and you're giving to your second unit, Like, I get it. Nobody wants to come off the bench. But I'm like, if you have a Westbrook and Patrick Beverly coming off the bench, and then you can start a Schroeder, AD, and Bron works better, in my opinion, versus a Russ. because I'm like Russ and Bron are the same person, so it's like they both need the ball to be effective. I'm not saying at one point you can't have Bron and Russ and AD on the court together. I'm just saying to start the game and to keep the momentum when Bron goes out and rests, you can keep a Russ on the floor with a Patrick Beverly to keep the energy up. So when Bron gets back on the floor, he can go back to doing what he's been doing. That's what I feel like. If Darvin Ham has no problem being hated or being disliked by Russell Westbrook in that regard, to where he's like, okay, you will come off the bench for the first time in your career, but if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you will finish the games. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
When you want junk to disappear,
that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the Lakers have a lot of potential, but it's like everybody's just like, oh, well, Westbrook's going to start and he's weak, he's Westbrook. Everybody wants to, it's shoot down the obvious, but it's like if Westbrook can have a unit where it's like, say, him, Pat Bev, Austin Reeves, and then you got Thomas Bryant, and then you got Juan Toscano. You feel me? You got dudes that are all basically role players, and you're just basically either kicking it out to them to shoot, or you're just doing what you do. I just feel like Westbrook can thrive in a second unit. You feel me? And that's just my personal opinion. So, yeah.
So do you think Russell Westbrook would be okay with taking that particular?
He already stated that he's willing to do whatever to help the Lakers win. He said, whatever they're asking me to do, I'm willing to do. That's exactly.
But do you think that means I'm not going to start and I'm going to be coming off the bench?
I mean, if you're going to say something like that, then you can't be mad if you do come off the bench. That's what I'm saying. If I'm going to tell the boss, I'm willing to do whatever.
I don't believe that.
But I'm saying, if I'm in a company and I tell the boss, I'm willing to do whatever that y'all need me to do to be on the team, or, whatever I can do to contribute to the team, and they put me in a position that I'm particularly not fond of, I can't complain because I said I'm willing to do it.
Yeah, so, but you still can't complain because you be like, well, okay, I was willing to do, whatever it needs to be necessary.
You shouldn't
to make
speak like that because Melo never said that. Melo said, I'm not coming off the bench. That's exactly what
he's coming off the bench. That what I'm saying what's not fair is you have to establish barriers. Yes, you do have to establish barriers, but when you try to establish barriers at a point where you're not in a position where you can establish those barriers, you can end up, putting a very detrimental mark in your future. So Westbrook's at a point, like, of course he has to say that because there's a big possibility he's going to get traded to another team. So he can't seem completely defiant. So he's in a situation right now where Westbrook's going to do what Westbrook wants to do. But at the same time, he can't say what Westbrook wants to say because they're going to put him in a box and they're going to try and make it seem like it's a less, favorable thing, likable thing for us to, take on a Westbrook trade. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal opinion.
What you got up here? Darvin Ham reveals the starting lineup he used so far at the Lakers training camp. What is this, man? What you trying to do? You trying to expose my Lakers, man?
I'm not trying to expose nothing about the Lakers. I'm just saying this is the most recent. It's gonna be recent interview coming from the new head coach from the Lakers, and what his potential plan is to use coming to the season. Let's go maybe about 2 minutes into this. Let's see how we feel about it, and we'll stop real quick, and I'm gonna see what Zien has to feel about this. You know what I'm saying? This is Lakers. This is his team. This is let's see.
Few days till the first preseason game. Have you thought of your starting five yet?
Not yet, but we'll get there.
Who's been running with that group in practice?
Did you hear that real quick, Zien?
What? Okay,
you didn't hear that. He said he asked him, have you thought about your starting five yet? And he said he doesn't know yet. I'm gonna rewind that. Here we go.
Starting five yet?
Not yet, but we'll get there.
Who's been running with that group in practices?
There's no starting five yet.
K-Nunn and
K-Nunn.
Damian Jones. It's been good. It's been really good, really good.
And how does Kendrick look?
Phenomenal.
How you feel about that? So it sounds like it might be Kendrick Nunn as a starting point guard, and Damian Jones is starting center. And then of course we probably got LeBron, AD, and then whoever they're gonna put at the two. How you feel about that?
I don't think Kendrick Nunn's bad.
Do you think he deserves that starting point guard position over all the other point guards you guys have currently on the roster?
He's just talking right now, bro. To be real with you, he don't know.
A head coach can't just talk, Zen. A head coach can't just talk shit. No, Not a brother. No, he can't. No, he can't. He has to be calculated.
He's throwing everybody off, bro. He's trying.
So you already put in no faith in the upcoming season.
I'm not saying I'm putting no faith. I'm just saying I'm saying he's talking. He already knows who's probably gonna be the starting lineup. He's just giving the media enough pub, bro. He's just giving them what they need to kind of hear at the moment, bro. He's not trying to give out his game plan of how he's gonna start the season. He ain't trying to get these teams a leverage.
So you believe in the coach, then? That's what you're telling me.
I think he's gonna be able to do what he needs to do, man.
So you don't believe in the coach because he's not saying it. Really quick, Mason, I know I said that there was an interesting stat I saw when Westbrook gets a triple-double.
You already put
the
that.
team wins 76%. Yeah, I said that at the time. Dub is in the building. Salute, fan. What's good with it, Dub? They need a real point guard. That's how he feels when it comes to the Lakers. But I'm like, you. I feel like you seem like you don't believe in this particular, current coach coming up.
Man, you talking about what I believe
in.
All he said was he didn't have a starting lineup, and then he said, "Who has he been running with?" He said, "Just Kendrick Nunn and Damian Jones."
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about Kendrick Nunn being in the starting lineup and Damian
That's
Jones?
That's not going to be the starting lineup. He's saying who he's just been putting in there. Golly, man, you just taking this man words for like gospel, like golly.
All right, let's see what we got going on. Let's go.
Really, really good day today. He's been great. I mean, he's been great shooting the ball well.
He's saying, I'm not saying
reads, defending. Really had a good defensive day as well as an offensive day today. So he's doing really, really well.
LeBron is probably the ultimate player coach.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen from that already, and like how exciting is that for you to have that kind of collaboration?
I mean, I welcome it. I mean, all of the great players and all of the great teams I've been around and been a part of. It's like. That's a common theme. Like whether it was me playing in Detroit in 04 with Chauncey, giving suggestions and talking, and Ben Wallace and Rashid and everybody, and all the way up to winning a championship with Milwaukee and Giannis being vocal, Chris Middleton being like a Tom Brady almost. So that's common. Like you can't, as a coach, you have to welcome that because what they do is. It means they're willing to hold themselves accountable. If they suggest something and you meet them halfway and you want to do it like this, let's do it. So now the beautiful thing for a coach is now they got to make it work. So it's been great, man. I welcome it though. I think that's
man. He says all the right things, man. He in my personal opinion, from what me watching it, I'm like he's very likable as a coach. How do you feel about Zien?
We're gonna be fine, bro. All I know is I got guys like you that are Laker haters. And y'all want us to fall.
Get away from that because I'm being 100 with you. I'm like when I'm looking at Darvin Ham, I don't know much about him, but when I'm listening to him talk, when I listen to him speak, I'm like I do see him having an impact on the team because he does seem like something. Like I was never a big fan of Frank Vogel being your guy, but he did. You know what I'm saying? He did get you guys a championship, so you can't take that away from him. That's just the case, which is weird.
I just know he was a role player, and role players are usually the best coaches, man.
I know, but what I'm saying is I never expected Frank Vogel to be able to do what he did, and he did what he did. But even with that case being the case, I'm still going to talk, and I'm still going to say, like, when I hear Darvin Ham talking, when I hear him speaking, when I hear him, saying what he's saying, putting things into perspective, I'm like, damn. Okay. I'm saying if I was on the Lakers team right now, like if I heard him speaking, I'd want to be a part of that team. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like,
yo, fine, dog. All I know is get ready October, I think 17th or 16th or 18th, something like that. Just get ready, get your popcorn ready. Lakers are coming at your ass.
Okay, Dub, he want to get into the
Nah, we ain't sorry, Dub, not tonight, man, but boy, we about to get up off this joint.
Oh, is it? How much time you got left, Zen?
I gotta wake up at 4:30, bro.
Oh, Zen gotta get up early than motherfucker. How much time you got left there? How much
I mean, we can go to like 10 or whatever,
Okay, we got 10 minutes left. We got 10. I would have brought you in, Dub. I didn't know.
I mean, if you want to stay on, you can stay on. I'm not tripping.
No,
that's up to you. I'm just like I can't. I don't got no. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the joint 2 hours.
If it was boxing, bet. But I'm like, no, on the basketball side of the game.
Yeah, man. But I'm optimistic. I'm actually excited just for the season because I'm like, besides maybe 3 or 4 teams, every team seems like, you feel me, like you can't slack. You know what I'm saying? Like the Pelicans to the Hornets to the you know what I'm saying, to the Chicago Bulls, to, you know what I'm saying, to the Philadelphia Sixers. Every team seems like if you don't come with your A game, you might lose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm excited at least for that, because I'm like, for at least 4 years, you know, back in the day, it was like, yeah, Warriors going to the championship. This is no, you know what I'm saying? Or LeBron's going to the championship.
Dub tripping. Hell nah.
Oh yeah, that's because he's a Georgia fan. He already know that Trae Young
Hell
can't get it done.
nah.
Trae Young and them can't get that done, man. Please.
Hell nah. Ain't no way. I understand though. Y'all got some great talent on that team, but hell to the no.
Them losing D'Lo Gallinari, that's what hurt him. They need to keep him.
Oh shit, it don't matter no way. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be playing for a minute. No respect for it. So it really don't matter who got him. So I will say this though. I am very interested when it comes to this upcoming season, not because I think there's a big discrepancy when it comes to, you know, the best teams that's probably going to be in the, you know what I'm saying, the finals, etc., in comparison to the ones lower. I think it's going to be a lot more competitive on the regular season side of the game. That's what I'm very looking forward to. But I don't think it changes when it comes to the top tier teams. I think the top tier teams is very evident. I think there's nothing different about this team this season. I think a lot of us is going to be very excited when it comes to the beginning of the season. We're going to be excited about seeing a lot how some of these new teams are going to look with these new talents, you know, put together, etc. But at the end of the day, it's still basketball, and me personally, I don't think nothing changes, man. We're gonna see who we expect to see. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can talk however y'all want to talk about me, but I was the one person saying Golden State was gonna win it all last year. Everyone, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even talking basketball like that. I was all boxing last year. But now we mixing it up. We having everything up in here. But I was all boxing last year, and I was saying Golden State was gonna win it all. And y'all seen what happened. So, and Golden State might win it again this year. So
No.
You saying no, but niggas shit. In the West, man, you got the Lakers. I do think the Lakers are I think this year, you know what I'm saying, they're like, okay, appreciate you, Golden State. Let's push you to the back. Let's make a little money. And they might get the Lakers, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on. You feel me? Ain't nice words you want to say to people. Because I'm like, it's on their side of the game. Because I'm like, I do got to make sure I got to eat still.
That's what I'm saying. So
I got to make my food. Shit.
Salute to everybody. Peace and positivity. Somebody hating on you, like Flu said, they're a fan in secret. They just don't know how to go about showing you a fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy y'all week, man. We gonna be here for show Saturday. Me and Flu gonna be lit up in the joint. We gonna be showing y'all love. I know
Hit
Flu
the
gonna
like
be back
button,
in it.
bitch niggas.
Exactly. Hit the like button, share, tell your family, your cousins, your aunties, tell everybody
All
in the
that.
club. You feel me? And I know Flu gonna be back up on here. He gonna give you some more content this week, but
yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? No, tomorrow's Wednesday, so you already know I'm gonna be back with some content tomorrow. But much love to people. Zen said, you know what I'm saying? Stay up. We out of here for now, but we're gonna be back later. Salute to the people, man.